Technology.
Technology. Okay, welcome everyone to Be Adventures. If anyone's on the live hangout, and we got some guest stars today. We got Joseph, My Life in Manila. That's his channel. And we got my friend.
My Life in Metro Manila.
And we got my friend Scott Lisenbury from America.
Hey,
so you guys are welcome to introduce yourselves. So maybe Joseph, you can say a little bit about yourself and your channel.
Oh, there it is. I'll let
we got to do the layering.
First. I'm trying to get set up.
Oh, you're getting set up? Yeah, it's all good. Well, Scott, for those of you who don't know Scott, he's a celebrity from America, Washington State. And,
Right.
You can see him in season 4. Philippines season 4 is where we met, and we'll quickly share our bromance story while Joseph's getting set up. So I was sitting in Sabang Beach, Puerto Galera, and then he walked past, and I go, "Oh, good evening." And he goes, "Oh, hello." And he walked back on the beachfront. He goes, "Hey, I know you." And I go, "No, you don't." And he goes, "Yeah, the voice. I know that voice." And then yeah, we hit it off. So Scott said,
"You don't know me."
Yeah, I'm like, "Hey, you don't know me. You don't know me."
A Chinese guy with an Australian accent. I'm like, man, I know this guy. Like,
yeah, he goes, why does he speak like that? But anyway, yeah, what were we saying? Anyway, yeah, that's the story. So, and we hit it off. And Scott's an awesome explorer. He's an awesome explorer and adventurer.
I've done a couple places. Done a few places. Did a few things.
You've done a lot, actually. You've done a lot, my friend. You've been to Europe. You've been to where else?
South America, Mexico, all over Asia. Yeah, yeah, most of it. Haven't done Eastern Europe yet, but I feel like I'll probably go and check a little of that out. Maybe Hungary or something like that.
Oh, Jinky, welcome. Hey, Jinky.
Hello.
And thank you guys for the birthday wishes. You guys were so nice. They wished me happy birthday on their live stream last night. So.
Oh, nice.
And you guys survived the super typhoon, obviously?
It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone. There wasn't much that hit our area.
Yeah, cool. It was actually a very bright, beautiful day today in Australia. So it was really stormy here last night as well.
You guys, did you get wind or did you just get heavy rain?
Who?
Oh, in the Philippines, did you get wind or heavy rain or what was it?
We got a little bit of both, but it wasn't too bad. I thought it was. Every time I thought it was going to get real bad, like visibility disappeared and we got a bunch of wind and rain. Then like 2 minutes later, it cleared up. So we didn't get hit bad where we're at.
Nice. That's good.
But hello, everybody on Be Adventures channel.
Yeah.
I'm from Joseph, My Life in Metro Manila. Subscribe. Shameless plug here.
Yeah, man. Well, that's the point. No, I just want to say, I'm sorry to interrupt. Joseph has been really cool. He's been very accommodating. I've been visiting his channel and live stream, so I wanted him to visit my place, like come on over and have a chat. So,
what time is it?
It's 3 p.m. Australian time, and I'm guessing 1 p.m. Philippines time.
Yeah, it's about 1 p.m., yeah.
And 10 p.m. Saturday US time.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, I know my shit. I checked the
Coast.
Got the 3 clocks on the wall.
That's not a bad idea, except for I'm only 12 hours off, so it's easy to change it up. It's 1 p.m. here. It's 1 a.m. where I'm from in America.
Oh, nice. That works.
Yeah, 12-hour difference.
By the way, just for my viewers, because they may not have seen your channel, Joseph covers a lot of stuff, obviously, in America, Philippines, and motorbikes. So if you're into motorbikes, he does rides and meetups and all this other stuff. So whatever, But people who are interested, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, little bit of different stuff. Want to come say hi? Come say hi to Brendan. Remember, Brendan is his birthday.
Oh, hello, child. It's not Inday. What am I supposed to say? Inday?
I don't remember how you say. How you say, little girl?
Hello, child. Good to see you.
I don't know about this.
She's like, what is this? What is this conference call? What are these guys doing? Oh yeah. So anyway, for my viewers, my first live stream, I wanted to get into it, and it's obviously a bit more convenient. I can just go live and do a little talk show. And yes, I'm wearing a headset because I like it. It's better audio. And yes, I'm vaping.
Navy SEAL operator with that thing.
Yeah,
you got to drop There you go. You got to have that.
Yeah.
Or
I
a
got my M4 rifle in the corner, but yeah, I'll leave that off today. But anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So come on, guys. Oh yeah, and we're just waiting for some other celebrity guests who may or may not join us. So we're just warming up, talking stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
Where's Corey at?
Sorry.
Where's Corey?
Oh, he's still uploading another video, so he's just trying to get that out of the way so he has bandwidth.
Okay.
But we're a little early. We're just warming up, so we can just talk as much crap as we want, or just talk about anything.
Today is an exciting day for me.
Why is that?
I left my Rusi Diablo and went to America. I left it in the hands of Raven, and he had a completely new custom paint job done, and then new graphics and everything. And I've seen teasers of it, but not the whole thing. So, guy's gonna come pick me up at 1:30, and we're gonna go down to Passaic and check it out.
You gotta go to 1:30. Nice.
That's killer.
Yeah, I haven't seen it for a while, so I'm kind of excited to see how this turns out. I guess it's like a candy red, mainly white pearl with candy red. So.
Oh wow.
Is it the frame? You painted the frame differently or something like that?
Not the frame, all the fairings on the bike and the rims.
Oh, nice one. You're like pimping your ride, literally.
Yeah, I guess it was only like $100 or something.
Really? Oh my God.
Rims and all.
Yeah. That's amazing.
I think $120. Yeah, I paid
That's
$7 to a friend for my Busa, and that was because that was a friend discount price.
Wow.
Plus I get a lot of the sanding on it.
That is amazing. It's almost hilarious when you hear things like that. You know, you hear like, oh, I got, my buddy in Thailand got in a wreck with his like brand new Toyota Tacoma, and like, that crunched in the front end, and he's like, yeah, I was in the shop for almost a month, and it cost like $500, and you're like, $500, to like reconstruct the entire front end and the hood and the quarter panel. They just sat there and pounded it out with a hammer and then repainted it. He said it was brand new, as good as new, $500. He was like, yeah, it's a lot of money. I'm like, you couldn't get a scratch fix in America for $500,
I had a custom pipe made for my bike, a full custom exhaust, and I think it was under $20.
Yeah, it's insanity.
It doesn't even cover the materials, like for a pipe. But anyway, okay, yeah, why not?
Yeah, it's full stainless exhaust, custom made for like.
I've got a similar one on my car. It came from Hong Kong. And are you familiar with HKS exhausts?
Sounds familiar?
Yeah, it's just a brand name for sports exhaust. But the point is, I had one fabricated in Hong Kong, and they sent it over as a kit. And the exhaust was only $100, but the shipping is what got me. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, it was cool. I mean, very high quality too. It's hardened steel. But
oh, dude, I got a Two Brothers muffler. It's a replica from Thailand, but they say it's exactly like the real one. It seems like it. I mean, it's really high quality.
Well, Scott and I have really deep conversations sometimes about radical honesty, and I've talked about it a little bit on my channel. And if you look at the honesty of it, what is it? It's just pipes. Now, obviously, you want to have good quality stainless steel. You want it to be either chemically or heat treated. But if someone can fabricate it, then it's just pipes. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be a brand name, or it can be just as good.
Right. The work is what matters, right? How good they are at their job.
And I had to get it fitted at an exhaust shop in Australia, and they couldn't believe it. They go, brother, where did you get this exhaust? I go, what do you mean? They said, we had to heat it up, the mounts, with a blowtorch and bend it with they call it an exhaust wrench. It looks like a crowbar.
Uh-huh.
But, yeah, they had to use this wrench, and they're like, man, this is hardened steel. Like, this is high-quality stuff. Like, usually it's a lot easier to work with. So, anyway, the point is, it was good quality, kryptonite.
Oh, yeah, just because it's cheap doesn't have good quality.
By the way, guys, because it's my channel, I might as well just steer it a little. Oleg Davorich, thanks for joining us. Oleg's cool. I think he's Russian. Or maybe Ukrainian. Hey, Graham, thanks for joining us. G'day, Graham. And Pinoy Daddy, thanks for checking in.
Pinoy Daddy, I like it.
Yeah, like we were just talking trash the last couple of days. Like we've been chatting anyway.
All right. Got a few people in there.
Yeah, and how many people we got now? We got 11 watching. Cool.
All right.
Thanks for joining us live, guys. Oh, Corey said he's joining us. Let me see what Corey
said. All right.
What's he saying? Yeah, keep talking, guys. Yeah, so just keep shooting the shit.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna send some invites for some people to join it. I think. I wonder how.
Cool. Yeah. Why not? Yeah, celebrity appearance.
I'll figure it out here while I'm sure it's. I haven't worked with Hangouts very often, but or very much so far, but I will figure it out.
My ride got here early.
I think I can just send it.
You got to go soon, or?
That's so soon.
Man, that's like so not Pinoy. Who's picking you up? An American or?
I thought he said 1 o'clock, and then I was like, "Can we make it 1:30?" He said, "Yeah, sure." So I figured 2 o'clock he'll be here, but no, it's 1:05. Congrats to him. That's not Pinoy time at all.
All right, wow. Cool. I'll get Corey on. Hold on, I'll just get him an invite. He said he wants to join.
I want to hang out and talk with you guys, but I guess I got my shameless plug in, so we're all good.
Yeah,
now.
well, yeah. But do you want to stick
your subscribers? No,
can you stick around for another couple of minutes, or no? You got to go now.
Yeah. I'm trying to just text them, see what's going on. I think.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Yeah, but you know, I'm happy you joined us. Even you can come back, or Jinky can just wave to us with the child. No, but you speak what? Cebuano? I thought you were Tagalog. Baliw.
Ilonggo, buang.
Ilonggo. Ilonggo.
Buang, same.
Sige. Sakto. No, but I was trying to be nice last night, but yeah, just a little loose. So. But anyway, so what's new, Jinky?
Huh?
What's new?
New.
Yeah.
Nothing.
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 Okay, just playing on your phone. All right.
Did you have a list, Brandon? Do you have a list of topics we were going to discuss here as the moderator of this?
Yeah. I got to moderate. I got to steer it. Not really. I threw it out.
Yeah.
I threw it out. So, yeah, I was just like, let's just get loose, or let's just be ourselves, sort of thing. But yeah, you know what? Especially if Joseph goes, like, yeah, you and I can go through some of the questions or some of the topics. But
oh, you're right.
How long you got? A few minutes, Joseph?
Yeah, a few minutes.
Okay, well, finally,
why don't we throw out this one? What's that?
Here's the news. No, I got some news because some guys don't know this and they'll probably be interested. Foreign divorce is now recognized in Philippines. So if you're a foreigner, male or female, if you're a foreigner married to a Filipino, you couldn't divorce before. Now you can.
Only for foreigners, though.
Correct. So just say if you got a divorce done in America, Philippines will recognize that.
Oh, okay.
But you have to take the papers in. You have to go there with your American divorce papers.
You can't get divorced in the Philippines.
Yeah, because they still don't have divorce legally in Philippines. You can get an annulment, but you have to be dead. It's very silly.
You have to be dead.
Yeah, like if your husband kills you, okay, now it's annulled. Because
some people go to that extreme. It's probably. There's some guys. I'll think about it. Well, I'm not ruling it out.
when it was voted in the House, I think the Senate or whatever. But when all the politicians were voting,
right,
they were voting 200 to 3. It was something very they knew it was just a silly thing. They need to modernize. So slowly, I'm not saying otherwise. Slowly but surely, because they have to work it out as their own country. But it was nice to see that modernization or that update that at least foreigners can divorce and move on.
Nice.
Oh, guys, here live streaming with B Adventures.
Oh, there we go.
On the Sony, on the professional camera.
Buddy's name, I'm sorry, dude. Scott. Buddy Scott. And Corey's on his way in there to talk. Canadian Camote rider.
I like it.
On the Sony.
For a few. Ready to go check out the Rusi Diablo. Sorry, guys. So sorry.
It's all good, man. Now go check out your bike. But if we're still around, jump back on.
Yeah, definitely. I will.
And of course, we're welcome. Keep in touch. We can talk offline.
We can try this again too. We'll try this again next time.
Corey!
Guys, but I don't
Canadian celebrities here.
either.
Hey, you look good, brother. You look good. What happened? You shaved. You had to shave in a shower for once. Oh man, Joseph's leaving. But all right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Peace out, guys.
Corey, how's it going? I'm Scott.
Scott from Washington. So he's not far away from you in Canada.
Oh crap! I've got incoming calls. Hold on. Corey, how's it going? I'm Scott. How's it going, man?
Hello?
Oh my goodness, getting wild. It's getting up. It's getting a bit noisy.
How you doing?
Yeah, Corey.
Hey, how's it going? Hello, hello. Test, test.
Yep, you sound good. You look good too, man. You cleaned up.
Hey, stop hitting on me, man.
I thought, oh, geez, Corey's the nicest Canadian I ever met. He's the first one that cussed me out at hello. You know, it's like, hey, Corey, I'm the Adventures. He's like, F you, man. You know, I write dirt bikes.
Gotta remember, no swearing on this channel.
Yeah, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just teasing. But
oh, I can be
Corey,
me.
No, Corey. This is my friend Scott. He's from Washington State, and Scott, the American in the room.
I am. Nice to see you, man. Nice to meet you.
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Good.
We're getting wild. Okay, but anyway, Corey, why don't you introduce yourself and your channel? Corey's got an awesome motorbike channel.
Oh, yeah, my name's Corey. I got a Canadian Camote rider. That's the name of my channel. That's my logo right there.
Nice.
Nice.
Professional.
Search it up, then you'll see that logo. There's a lot of motorcycle stuff and craziness and hooliganism.
Random,
Nice.
as in, sorry, real time. Happening in real time. By the way, what does Camote mean for the audience? Like, to me, doesn't it mean like rev head or fast rider? Like,
Man, it means so. Where's Joseph?
he had to go. He's picking up his motorcycle.
Oh, it
Yeah,
means,
he had to go pick up the bike.
It means like a wide variety of things. Like, to sum it basically up, I mean, for the people in North America, it's kind of like a squid rider riding with no gear and no F's given, and you know,
Right.
that kind of thing or whatever. But that's one meaning of it. Another's like, you know, like people don't act like they're better than others, and you know what I mean. Like if somebody acts like they're better than, you know, somebody else or whatever, I mean, the Camote doesn't really do that stuff. And
Okay.
you know, man, you put me
Like
on the spot. I didn't know you were gonna ask me all this. I didn't have time to think of an
It's
answer.
an easy one. I thought it'd be easy because it's your channel name. It's like, holy shit, man! I'm trying to help you out.
Yeah, you know, like I get stopped sometimes and like
Keep putting your foot in
running
it.
around and stuff, and like somebody will ask me, what does Camote mean? And I'm like, well, how much time do you have to sit here and talk? Right? So, I mean, it means a whole bunch of different things. I mean, to sum it all up, it's like, you know, basically hooliganism, you know, being a hooligan and, you know, no F's given, and, you know, like, it's just, I don't know how to explain it, man. It's
No, I get it. We call it usually just rev head or motor head or, yeah, like you said, a squid or something. So.
Well, squid in North America means like a guy that rides with no gear, no jacket, no gloves, no, you know, proper motorcycle shoes, pants, all that stuff, right? They see somebody riding by like that. Oh, look at that squid! You know, he's a squid. He's riding squid, right? So, I mean, that is part of it, but a lot of it is like, you know, like I said, I mean, like you don't act like you're better than somebody else, or you know, treat people like that, or you know.
Right.
I mean, we're all people. I mean, some people have a higher education or this or that, but you know what? That doesn't make you better than me. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, correct. No, but I like that. It's more about, I guess.
it's a lifestyle, man.
Yeah, the lifestyle. Yeah, exactly. Well said.
You know, so
That's it. Perfect answer. But Corey, I really want you to do more like training videos because that would really attract me as a new. Even things like how to check the brakes, how to check safety standards, things like that.
You know how you check the brakes? You look at them.
Awesome, man. I'm subscribing. I'm subscribing. Oh, man, I better check out this channel. Oh, damn.
Sorry, Brandon. Sorry, buddy.
Poke him with a stick.
Sorry, Brandon. I keep forgetting we're on your channel here.
Yeah, that's right. But anyway, it's okay. It's fun. It's fun. That's why I wanted to have you guys over. But
No,
Scott, you ride. Scott's a good rider.
I ride scooters. I don't ride motorcycles. I ride scooters in the Philippines when I'm in the Philippines. That's it.
Oh, you don't have a bike at home?
I have a bike at home. I live in Washington State. It's always wet. It's always wet and snowing, and you know, I mean,
you're in
there's 2
Washington.
days. Yeah, I'm up in Washington.
I'm in British Columbia. You're just south of me.
Yeah, I'm a little town called Port Angeles, Washington, where it's right across the water from Victoria.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
sorry.
I know where
Sorry,
Victoria is.
Corey.
I've been to the island twice, but I never went over to Washington or whatever. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that whole coast, it's all the rainforest kind of.
Yeah, right. So bikes are kind of impractical. You can only ride them a little bit. I got a convertible Mustang, and I only break that thing out about 10 times a year, you know? So
Yeah. I'm lucky here where I live. I mean, I'm like 2.5 hours north of Vancouver, but I'm inland a little bit. I'm not right on the coastline, right? So here it's actually zoned as desert.
okay.
So
Oh, what? Okay.
Huh?
Interesting.
No, the town I'm living in, there's a rainforest, and then there's a moderate. Port Angeles is a moderate climate, and then I almost live right by a desert too. It only gets 18 inches of rain, but it's it comes in off the water, and as it comes over, it just dissipates, and then it's almost gone by the time it gets to the end there. So it's really weird. You have a whole different climate range, but most of the time it's, you know, I'm in the rain off and on.
That sounds like Vancouver.
Yeah, it's pretty similar to Vancouver, Seattle, and Vancouver. We get less rain than Seattle, but it's a lot like Vancouver weather. It's all gray. At least it's all gray and kind of wet. So
that's lovely. Guys, I'm just gonna reply some of the comments. Yeah, Pinoy Daddy, thanks for watching my videos and stuff. What else we got?
Yeah, Brandon,
Joseph,
you better run the comments this time.
Yeah,
buddy.
man.
You better run them.
It's Joseph says it's being against the stuck-up people, trying to judge everyone. Oh, Camote. Okay, cool. So it's more down to earth.
Yeah.
It's more down to earth. Cool. Someone's got a scooter. And Rona, I sent you the link. Click on the link, it'll take you straight in to the video if you want to join us live. Nick, hey Nick, Mabuhay. Mabuhay, welcome to the live chat. And what's up? Rain Man, what's up? Okay. All right. And how many we got right now? 16 people watching. Awesome. Thank you, 16 people.
Man, crowd forming.
Yeah, man.
16 people. I love
it. But yeah.
So what were you saying, Brandon? That you should do maintenance videos? What were you saying there, bud?
Yeah, like educational videos, like on safety, because you always talk about safety just to us as friends. But a noob needs to learn that stuff. You know, safety standards, helmets, how to select a good helmet, how to check the brakes. You know, I don't know whatever safety standard is applicable. And and you know, like show us your skills. Like you can do training videos on how to execute certain things. Like, yo, I did a wheelie. I'm lit AF. You know,
I'm lit.
I'm lit AF. Yeah.
You want to start doing some wheelie videos? Is that what you're saying?
Sorry.
I said you want me to start doing some wheelie videos? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, bro. Because Scott, it's an inside joke. Corey gets upset when people show off, and I get upset sometimes too. But if you want to show off, just say you're lit. Hey, I'm lit AF, bro.
Yeah.
On social media.
Well, Brandon,
lit AF. You know, like it's just.
Yeah, but none of these guys
lame, you know?
behind all that.
It's like, hey, Scott, I've got a headset, lit AF. You know, it's just like too much, man. But anyway.
Oh, the other one, you know, we were saying on the boat, we heard, you know, it was like the kids were using it for a minute. It was like, on fleek. On fleek. Like, oh, yeah, that's totally on fleek. You know, like, on fleek.
Yeah, man, it's too much.
We're using the word. This guy is totally not fleek. He is not fleek at all. We're not picking up his fleekness at all.
That's worse than That's worse than pirate talk.
Yeah, we start trying to use this stuff, and we sound terrible at it, but it's hilarious. It entertains us.
Okay, so I might as well get onto a topic. Corey, we were just talking about. Did you hear us before?
No, I just joined in when I joined in.
Foreign divorce is now recognized in Philippines. So if a foreigner marries a Filipino, before they couldn't divorce, now they can.
If a foreigner marries a Filipina, they
so just say just say if you're an American, you marry a Filipina, it doesn't work out, you break up and separate. Legally, you couldn't divorce. Now you can.
But you gotta
talking about
get divorced in the country, right?
Yeah, so you got to get a divorce in a foreign country. So just say like Australia or America, but then you take the divorce papers to Philippines and they'll recognize it.
Oh, I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah, it's a popular topic because some people they've already separated for many years, but they couldn't get a divorce. You see what I mean?
I had no idea. I mean, I don't have plans to divorce my wife, so.
No, yeah, I wasn't trying to encourage you and your wife. I'm just getting. This is for my viewers. I'm just bringing you up to speed. And secondly,
I'm gonna just go get married. I'm gonna go get married just to try it out. Go get married, divorce, see how it works. I just want to see the system, you know. Just so I can.
It's gonna cost you a lot of money.
It's gonna be very expensive. A very expensive lesson for you, but okay, you know.
Yeah, you know, Daddy. Right on, buddy. Corey,
I know.
Corey. You should love this. Whatever.
I say that all the time. You know, I see a beautiful girl walking down the street. I'm like, hey, there goes my future ex-wife.
Yeah, Nick's talking trash already. It's a huge mistake. Now can yeah. It's all about marriage. Also, another update: HIV is on the rise exponentially in Philippines.
Yikes!
So what that means is they got an epidemic.
What is?
HIV/AIDS.
Oh.
Yeah, man, it's spreading like crazy. Now, I've got a couple of theories which the government has kind of confirmed. Because Duterte is the new president, you know, he's much more strict and gets things done. They didn't report the statistics in the past. It's not that they were HIV free; they just never reported it. So they're like, "Oh, we don't have HIV in Philippines," but because no one reported it, now they're reporting it, and there's like 56,000 cases, like just boom, you know.
50,000 out of what? How many million?
I think there's about 100 million people. But the problem is, it's growing exponentially. It's growing too quickly. So that's what I mean. It's like, it's not going to be 50,000. It's going to jump to 100,000, 200,000. This is going to keep getting bigger. So
yeah. So wear a condom.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. I know, guys. So we're going to hear the dirty jokes, whatever. But it's serious. Wear a condom.
No glove, no love.
That's it. That's the saying. That's the saying. To the Filipino viewers, no glove, no love. It's serious.
Or if they got a bunch of bumps all over their face, kind of just steer your way.
Oh my god.
I'm joking.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Bro, you can be loose on my channel. It's cool. It's just try not to drop too many F-bombs and everything will be cool. But yeah, no, but for the foreign viewers who don't understand, it was very taboo. They didn't talk about it in school. So they didn't get, it wasn't standard sex education. So,
that's pretty common in a Catholic environment. Like that's just, you know, that's kind of how America is too. It used to be kind of a, you know, it still is. Yeah, they're just like, they won't, you know, it's not a topic to discuss. Whereas like in Europe and stuff, their cases are pretty low. But now some of their places, some parts of Europe are on the rise because of all the immigration, and it's different. You know, it's not the same. It's different people moving around, so you never know.
And same in Australia, it's been rising, and we looked into it. You know, it was a big investigation, and from what I understand, it's because we just got complacent. We just got lazy.
Yeah.
We stopped focusing on educating our kids and whatever. We were just like, they'll learn that at school, and didn't take it seriously. And
it's on the rise here because of heroin, you know, and people are doing needle drugs, and that's where a lot of it's coming from in America. I mean, that's why in certain places it's on the rise, you know, where heroin's, and it's big. Heroin's big everywhere in America, really. I mean, it's.
Pinoy Daddy, we got Corey from Canada, we got Scott from America, and I'm in Australia. That's our location. So international conference. International Beer Adventures Conference.
A brain trust of the international minds, giving our solid, well thought out opinions on matters of the day.
Yeah, world issues. Yeah, consulting on world issues.
Our new topic today.
By the way, Corey, we do like to talk about world issues, so you might be like, "What are these guys talking about?" You know?
That's okay. Go right ahead. I just noticed Joseph was in the room or made a comment.
Yeah, thanks for sticking with us, Joseph.
Against stuck-up people and trying to judge everyone. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
too,
no, it's good. It's good. I'm glad you got your eye on the comments. And
sorry, I'm used to it.
Hey, Rocco, you
know me. I'm always looking, right?
Sorry, he's missing his football game. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I get it. You're watching your football game, but thanks for joining us, Rocco. That's cool. What else? Yeah, Scott and I had some big conversations about artificial intelligence, AI.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a thing, guys. So if you've seen that movie Terminator, Skynet is going to become self-aware and destroy us one day. It's probably going to be Google or something. But
What the hell are you talking about, man?
oh, AI technology is booming, man. Artificial intelligence.
Weird stuff is computers when they figure out how to like all the Bill Gates, Elon Musk, and who's the other one? Stephen Hawking. They're all saying like that's the #1 threat, like beyond nuclear war, is computers. Once they're able to think, once they're able to make decisions on their own and think faster than humans, and they're saying like in 5 years cars are driving themselves. And then
whoa, hold on a second. They already got that. There's motorcycles.
No, but it'll be common. It'll just be common, like all cars. Most cars will be driving themselves.
So what happens? Yeah, that's what happens.
You never seen those Teslas? They self-drive.
Yeah. But okay, so here's the controversy.
It's gonna get smarter and smarter and smarter and smarter. Because you look back, I mean, think of the phone you were using 20 years ago, and think of the phone you're using now, and now think about what that phone will do in 15 years from now. I mean, it'll just be able to like.
If a car starts thinking too much like that and whatever, you know what I'm gonna do? Just pop the hood and pull the battery off.
Oh yeah. But once it can already realize that that's what you're gonna do, and it doesn't let you open the hood. That's the problem we're talking about. Is when things get too automated, where you can't shut things down. Like
when Skynet,
we realized you were gonna try to shut us down, and we've already figured out a backup power source, and we're past you now, dude. Like we don't need your input. Like that's the problem.
Corey's like, whatever. Corey would just ate the machine. He was destroyed.
I don't know. Yeah. I just jump on my motorcycle and twist the throttle.
Exactly.
The funny thing, somebody hacked those what was it, the Amazon Echoes and the Alexas, those little things, those little spy machines that you stick there and you can just talk to them. They were hacking them, and there was a story where the thing's just sitting, it's sitting on the counter, nobody's talking, and all of a sudden it starts listing addresses for funeral homes and cemeteries.
Holy cow, yeah.
Man, I'm gonna pick that thing up. I'm gonna pick that thing up and throw it right in the bathtub. It is.
Anyone who's interested, yeah, just so the fans and the viewers can get a little taste of it. Was it Facebook? Facebook did the AI test. You and I were talking, Scott.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, Facebook got these two computers to talk to each other, and because the artificial intelligence had advanced, it was freaky. They were like arguing with each other and talking in this really weird way, so they pulled the plug.
They created their own language instantly, and the guys controlling the experiment couldn't understand what they were talking about, and the two machines were talking in code to each other and making decisions, and they freaked out and pulled the plug.
Because that's what people don't understand. The computer can think much faster than a human. It doesn't even need to speak like we would. It just communicates in its own code. Yeah. So anyway, all right, enough about that because Corey's going to start freaking out.
I'm not worried about my freaking laptop taking over the world. I'm worried about I'm not worried about it. I'm just saying it's an interesting topic.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, because it was my birthday and I've got a laptop. I upgraded the hard drive to an SSD just for my viewers. So go ahead and watch my SSD video. It's a type of hard drive. It's Gucci. If you don't know what it is, it's Gucci. Just go watch it. It's a Gucci hard drive. Yeah, the girls get excited. They go, "Oh, damn, you got a Gucci hard drive."
Hey, Brandon, by the way, happy birthday to you, buddy.
Oh, thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
Cheers.
I think when I saw you put that hard drive in, I saw there were like 3 well-placed 18-karat diamonds placed right on it. And then you put the cover on it, and you'll never see it again because that's how good it is. It's just like. There's diamonds in there, but I don't even care. Like I don't even.
There's gold. There's actually gold inside computers. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Scott. Yeah, exactly. Girls be like, "Oh, damn," but someone will try to steal my hard drive now. Anyway, all right, well, we might as well keep going because these are common questions, and thanks for bringing it up with me earlier, Scott. So
hold on one second. I'll be right back. Hold on one second.
How much do things cost? Yeah, it's cool. In Philippines.
Yep. Hey, I'll throw something out while he's gone. Really quick. I'll throw a quick thing out. I just bought a drone, a GoPro, and an entire accessory kit. Wait for it. $100 for all of. but it's not a real GoPro. You know, it's like an off-brand. But Jeff has tested all of them. He's like, dude, the thing is awesome. It's got a good camera. It flies.
Yeah.
It hovers. It holds altitude. It's got a.
Jeff's our tech support, and he used to work for the CIA, so we just make fun of him. Like, he's not CIA. We just call him CIA. Love you, U.S. State Department. U.S. State Department, I love you because they watch my channel. They watch my channel. Love you, State Department. They're like, don't go there. Don't listen to him. Don't go to these places. You know. They issue travel warnings every time I travel.
Yeah, right. Where you're going is not okay.
Yeah, like every time I travel somewhere, they issue a travel warning. So, anyway, thank you, U.S. State Department. Love you, State Department. And DFAT, we got the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade in Australia. That's our State Department.
That's your thing. Yeah.
Yeah. When they communicate, they're very professional. Like they send you warnings on there's a typhoon in your area or stuff like that. So
that's cool.
We call it Smart Traveller. So any of the Australian friends, it's worth registering on the Smart Traveller website before you travel.
Yep, I've got the guys on the ship. They get these alerts for the entire world, you know, on the ship. And like, they know I'm in the Philippines, and anytime they hear anything in the Philippines, I get a little text message. Hey, we just heard on the teletext that there's a storm moving in. So I get like up to minute like weather reports of any kind of storm or anything off the ship in America.
Cool. Yeah, it's kind of cool. But that's the irony, because the internet is so scarce in Philippines and so unreliable. You know, it takes a long time to check your email. It might be a couple of days until you get to a stable environment. But by the way, yes, hey, Philly in the Philippines in the house. Hey, Brian, come join us.
Nice to see you, buddy.
Brian's like CIA these days. He's hiding. He's gone dark.
He's gone dark, man. I've seen him been watching videos like crazy.
Yeah, and it's Scott. It's Celebrity Scott. So our celebrity friend. And it's Vin Diesel from
you got a YouTube
Canadian Vin Diesel.
I don't. No, not yet. I mean, I haven't had time. I've got like 2 jobs and a business and rental house. I'm moving so fast. I just can't take anything else on right now.
No. I just didn't know if you had one or not.
No, but I want to. I mean, I might do it. I'm gonna start. Well, now I got the GoPro and the drone. I might start playing around with some stuff this year.
Congrats, because for the guys who don't know, I mean, it was a big leap. You know, Scott and I were talking a lot about cameras, and bro, you smashed out $100, $100. That's a big deal.
What I liked about it is Jeff's already bought it and he's already tested it, and it's already I've got the product review, so I'm like, okay, well, let's do it. You know, he's like, no, it's pretty decent. Like and I watched some videos on it. I'm like, man, because I wanted to have that stuff, but I don't want to carry around $600, $700, $800 worth of shit with me in the Philippines, you know, or wherever I'm traveling, because I'm spacey. I stay in some dodgy hotels, and you know, if $100 disappears, I'm okay with it. You know, I'll live through that. But if $1,000 worth of equipment gets taken, I'm gonna have a bad day.
Like, you know? those guys who vlog from DSLRs, massive respect for them. You know, it's a lot of equipment, and you got to carry 2. They don't just carry 1; they carry 2 as a backup. Yeah. So you got to carry all the stuff, the microphone.
I was always laughing at those guys who would pack around those Phantom those big drones back in the day. Like when it was early on, they had those. That Phantom doesn't collapse. The one I've got fits. It's like that big. You know, all the arms float down.
Oh, cool! Yeah.
It looks just like the Mav Pro. It looks like the Mav V Pro or whatever it's called.
We'll talk more offline about it. But yeah, like just test it. Just get used to it, test it, play with it. That's the best thing you can do.
But I'm gonna try it all for chimney inspections. I'm gonna try to incorporate it into the company too, to kind of like do chimney inspections.
Wait, what? You want to fly a drone down the chimney?
No,
that's a great idea. That's a great idea, Corey. Let's do that.
Just around the chimney, because a lot of roofs, like, there's no reason to go up there. I clean them from the bottom up. But I mean, it's nice. Okay. It's nice because if you've got like a 2-story, 12 pitch metal roof in the rain, and it's like, dude, I'm not going up there. That's nasty. And it's like, so if it looks okay, I can just fly a drone and make sure the water seals are good and make sure the cat's not clean. And I mean, and it also looks cool to the customer. They're like, wow, this guy's trying, you know.
I thought you meant fly a drone down the chimney.
No. It would almost
see how plugged up it was.
No. hold on. I gotta quickly just say hello. Rona Home Cooking Channel. Thanks for joining us. I understand you're running a business, so she's got customers. She can't jump on right now. Maybe you can join us later, even just for a few minutes later. But Rona's been very supportive, so I just wanted to give a shout out to her. And who else we got in the room? Yeah, Brian. Bro, jump on. I don't know. He's gone dark.
Man, Brian.
He's gone dark. He's just hiding out these days. But anyway.
So, would you get a DJI drone? A DJI one?
I can't remember even the brand name. It's like an Eka. I'll look it up here really quick. I'll go to my. I'll tell you here.
Sorry.
Yeah. And Michael J. Hey, Michael J. Thanks for supporting the channel from Wales, UK. Awesome.
From Wales. Wow. Hey, Michael J. What's up, man?
Shark Spark drone, Thunder with camera live video.
Oh, okay.
Copter. Yeah,
we'll look it up later. Yeah, that sounds cool because I want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, we got multiple participants from different countries, so yeah, the bandwidth is not so good, especially in my country.
He means his internet's choppy.
Oh yeah, well
that's why he's not joining. I'm assuming.
Good call, Corey. Yeah, Philippines internet isn't the best, but oh well.
You know, it's funny. I hear people say that all the time or whatever. And the 3 weeks I was there, I only used my phone, mind you,
right,
for internet, and I never had a problem with the internet on my phone. Like I was watching YouTube and Facebook and whatever else, man. Just like normal, like I normally do at home, and I didn't have.
It's gotten better. It has gotten better. Last trip it was much better, but they didn't invest in the infrastructure. So I even made a video on it for those who are interested on why the internet's so slow in Philippines, but they didn't invest in the infrastructure. So, like in Australia, every home is built with a phone line. In Philippines, you have to pay for the phone line yourself.
Yeah, actually, when I was there, my in-laws' house, I said, "Well, what's the Wi-Fi password or whatever?" And they're like, "We don't have Wi-Fi." And I'm like, "What do you mean you don't have Wi-Fi?" So, and they said, they said exactly that the landlord required some big payment or something to have it installed, and then when you move, you got to have it uninstalled, and it's just a big hassle or something.
And they do have, some of these communities have, they've got fiber optics. I mean, they've got them in the nice communities and stuff that they, the gated communities where the houses are a little higher end. You can get it. I mean, they have high-speed internet, but you got to.
Sure, money will get you anything you want, right?
Yeah, right. You can.
Correct.
I bet there's a lot of high-speed internet, like right next door to some low-speed internet.
Well, it's crazy because I was in a hotel in Cebu and I had really fast internet, and I asked around, and apparently there's a Telstra office. Telstra is telecom company in Australia, network company. So yeah, they obviously upgraded the infrastructure in that area. But
nice.
But there's a lot of haves and have-nots. So like,
Rona is saying anyone who wanted to drop by my
restaurant.
Oh, a restaurant, just message me for a free meal. Oh, okay, wait, I'll message you. I'll be on a plane from Canada.
Thanks, Rona. But you don't have to. That'll send her broke, man. She's in Philippines.
Free food is free food, man.
Free food in Philippines, you get broke.
Hey, Rona, what do you have? Kari?
I know. The whole barangay will strip you bare. They'll take all your rice. They'll take everything. It'll be a food ride.
What do you have?
Yeah, she's got all the Filipino dishes. Yeah, but yeah, she's interesting. She worked in Singapore and she started a home cooking channel and then moved back to Philippines and opened her own little calendaria. I think they call it those little restaurants, those little calendaria. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, so what were we talking about? Oh, do we want to bring up some more controversial topics?
We're talking about you trying to learn how to drive a motorcycle.
Yeah, man. I need to go out to a farm or the countryside and learn.
Man, because, you're in the perfect place to do that. You're in Australia. Like,
I know.
Dirt biking and all that is like a big thing there.
I know. What am I doing?
Ask yourself that, man.
Yeah, I just fly to the Philippines and go to the shooting range and do other things. I do other extreme sports.
I'm just bugging you.
I know, but you're right. You're right to get onto me. I got to light that fire.
Man, just jump onto some little small 125 dirt bike, and you're in a field somewhere, and if you crash, and you know what? Hey, whatever. And I'll be perfectly honest with you.
Start out with a scooter.
part of dirt biking is crashing. So get used to it.
You just have to accept it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. If you ain't crashing, you ain't trying hard enough. Dude, I went out one time so hard, man. I knew I got a concussion. Like, I sat there for like a good 5 minutes, even before I even got up and tried to pick up my bike. Like,
it's like correction. No, don't listen to Corey. Don't listen to Corey's channel.
No, this one was dirt bike. So then I got home, whatever, put the bike away, took a shower, whatever. Sat on the couch, and then I was turning on the TV, and like I was sitting still, and the TV was doing this. It was like jumping around. And that's when I knew I had a concussion.
Oh man, you're crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm crazy too. But even a scooter, you're right. Scooters are very common in Southeast Asia, so I could start with a scooter and go slow and.
I just jump on a 600 sport bike, bud. Okay. Go big or go home, man. I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding.
Crazy. No, it's all good. It's all good.
Here, I'll show you. Look, you see that right there, buddy?
Yeah, man. Is that the one with the broken oil pan?
What?
Is that the one you damaged the oil pan?
Yeah, my 636.
Yeah, sweet bike. Is that the one is that your primary?
Yeah, that's but that's the street bike.
And then you've got a dirt bike as well.
No, I sold the dirt bike.
Oh, right.
I had 2 dirt bikes.
Man, that Cadillac video was badass. He beat this supercharged V8 Cadillac or whatever,
No, I didn't beat it. He beat me.
Well, initially you beat him, and then he caught up, and that was.
It was back and forth. Like I let off and whatever. But that car surprised the hell out of me.
But that was a very well made video.
Like a souped up Cadillac. I've never seen that. I mean.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't souped up Cadillac. It was a stock Cadillac CTS V. They got 640 horsepower, 630 foot-pounds of torque, supercharged. And I'm on that street bike right there. And last year I raced a Lamborghini 5 times, and I smoked them. A Lamborghini. And that caddy was pulling away from me. It's a supercharged Corvette engine.
Guys talk trash, but he documented it. He got it on camera on his GoPro. So
just go to my channel. You'll see the video, bud.
Yeah, go watch the video, guys. It's awesome.
I will. I'll go check it out.
But that's what I mean. People talk trash, but he actually did it, and he documented it. So it's like, man up.
I always race around. I always drive hard.
But no offense, Corey, because I was like, no way until I saw the video. When I saw the video, I was like, that is so fast. That is like fast.
Oh, that's not even the fastest I've gone, buddy. I've gone way faster than that in that video.
Yeah, I believe you. Yeah, some of those super bikes, man, they go super fast.
The only reason I didn't go faster than my fastest speed is because I ran out of road. I had to slow down.
What's your fastest? What's your top speed? What's the?
No, I can't see that on here.
Yeah, well, you were
theoretically, maybe.
You weren't on the road anywhere, of course. That would have been illegal. You were on
I was on a closed circuit under professional supervision, and absolutely.
It's like in that scenario.
Huh? Like, oh yeah, it was a.
What was the top speed then in that very scenario?
It was 283.
Wow, man.
Oh, that's kilometers. My brain goes to miles. I was like, man, you're gonna. Well, no, okay, I'm gonna convert that. Okay, so that's like about 180 miles an hour, probably, huh?
No, it's I don't know actually. 283 kilometers.
Rainman, hold on, I'm gonna reply some comments. Rainman, what is the hardest part of riding a scooter? I'm not sure. Rona,
it's being on a scooter.
Being on a scooter. Rona, good on you for feeding less fortunate children. Good on you. Helping people out. 6:30 a.m. Michael J. Thanks for joining us so early in the morning from the UK. Hello to everyone.
I was just joking about the scooter comment. Sorry.
No, it's all good, bro. It's all good, man. It's cool to have you over. We can just talk trash.
Do you know what the hardest part of riding a scooter instead of a standard motorcycle? I don't know. I've never ridden a scooter. I mean, I've rode dirt bikes and street bikes and stuff like that. But the weirdest thing to me, because I have, experience on bikes, the weirdest thing to me would be is having your feet in the center like that. Like you're
sitting down. Now you're sitting down. Yeah. But it's comfy. I mean, you see people just basically sitting on there.
No, it's just, I don't know. like having your feet in the center. You see, you got to understand something with bikes. Everything's about balance and body position. So
Right.
any little input, like if you're leaned over in a turn and you just move your head like that, the bike's gonna move.
Right.
Right. So any little input of body position, it affects it. So I mean, for me myself personally, I've never ridden a scooter, but just looking at them and knowing the physics.
They're way more forgiving. They're way more. I mean, they don't. They're. I mean, yeah, you can. I don't know. They're. Everybody can ride them. It seems like, and it does kind of feel weird when you have your feet like that, but you get used to it so quick.
Oh, so maybe the center of gravity is what you're talking about. You know, the center of gravity and how it balances. You've changed the center of gravity. It's much higher. So you're just sitting on the thing rather than hugging the bike basically and
rather than attack position.
I rode all the way up Palawan. I rode almost all the way up till El Nido from Puerto Princesa on a scooter. It was an enduro scooter, and I had a girl in the back, and she never, she's only been in like Manila traffic and stuff, and she never. But I'm like, we're going around corners. We're doing 80, 90 kilometers, not really fast, but for Philippines, that's pretty fast. There's no traffic, and I had to teach her to lean with me because she'd try to lean against me. And I'm like, why is it so hard? And I'm not an experienced motorist. I'm like, why is it so hard to take a corner? And I'm like, oh, she's in the back fighting me. I'm trying to lean. She's trying to lean the other way. And I'm like, God, man, we gotta have a little class here and like figure this out because you're making life hard on me here.
Yeah, man, you're hilarious, bud. The hardest part of riding a scooter is telling your parents you're gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's like,
That's
nice
awesome.
one.
But no, if you don't mind.
And Pinoy Daddy, good for you for having a high-speed fiber optic cable. I was wondering how you could watch us from Philippines, but obviously you're very privileged.
Like that.
But yeah, Scott, like what you're saying about a passenger, yeah, like, I mean, like I said, I ride these kind of bikes and stuff. So I mean, like the driver is attached to the bike, so like locked onto the bike. So the passenger needs to lock onto the driver.
Right.
That's the only way that you're anchored, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Hey, Chuck Found, thanks for joining us.
Huh?
Just giving him a live shout out, just to say hello. Chuck Found. Some of these.
You're
names.
running the show. I'll shut up.
Yeah, no, you guys, it's good. I like how you're covering me. You're covering me on the comments as well. So, yeah, speak up, guys. If anyone else is in the house.
What other topics we got? What are we?
Okay. So it looks like we're going to topics then.
We're talking about making money in the Philippines, like.
We'll get to that one later. But the cost of living. Yeah. So guys, from my experience, and you guys chime in, it's around ghetto, like simple, is about $1,200 a month US. So that'll get your bills paid. That'll
a little lower, I think. I think you can go a little lower if you want to go really.
Yeah, but then you're struggling. Then you're really struggling.
Struggling. You can get by. You can survive and eat, I think, on 600 or 700. But you're just living like in a very rural area, and you're eating some very rudimentary food. You can do that in America too. You can get by like that in America too. But
internet's a luxury. You'll if you even have the internet, it'll be a very basic connection. It probably won't work most of the time, and you probably can't download or upload much. They're very they're restricted. We used to be like that in Australia, so I'm not being uppity. In Australia, internet also used to be a luxury and very now it's more of a thing. I mean, we're still pretty behind. But
you're living pretty well. You're living pretty well. You're living pretty well and having a good time on $3,000 a month. I mean, you're living you're living like a king. You're living in a nice place, and it depends on how much you go out and party and all that kind of stuff. If you're doing that all the time,
it depends on your lifestyle.
On 3,000, you can go out a lot if you wanted to. But I think most guys are living on about 1,500 to 2,000, and they're living pretty good. They're living pretty good.
I could do it with 2,000 a month, and it would be a nice lifestyle. Like you can still go out for dinner, you can still eat out a lot, you can still go out and party if you want. Just once a week sort of thing, party once a week. But,
I think 3,000 is like a crazy high end. Like, I mean, that's not crazy. I mean, again, it depends on your place, but you've got to look at.
Well, it depends on your lifestyle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like some guys that
if you're spending $600-700 a month on a really nice place in the Philippines a month, then yeah, you're gonna need 3,000. But if you're staying in a pretty nice place for a couple $100 or $300 a month, which is pretty nice, I mean, you can drop that number down a lot.
But it's also how can I say, the lifestyle. If you're drinking and partying every night, and you got the party girls, different lifestyle. So
yeah, right. Yeah, if you depends on what you're doing, and when you're on vacation and stuff, if you're trying to pack all the fun in, you're out doing activities every day. You're taking your buses, you're going here, you're jumping on a boat, you're doing that, and I spend about $3,500 a month when I'm there, but I'm taking plane flights and I'm always traveling, and I'm going from hotel to hotel. I don't have a fixed place, and sometimes I'm paying 1,000 pesos and sometimes I'm paying 1,700 pesos for a room. So I mean, that brings my budget up a lot. But I mean, that's trying to fit a lot of fun. That's like that's a 2 week millionaire. Yeah, that's an unsustainable amount of fun. Like that, you couldn't do that every day for years and years and survive.
that's what a lot of people don't get. Vacation mode is different to living somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you're on vacation in Australia, you might party hard and love it, but it's very different to living somewhere long term. Yeah, that's a good point. Our Canadian friend left, but no, he's probably just taking a toilet break or something. CR, but anyway, yeah, guys are saying something. Rain Man and your Suzuki, awesome, good on you. Oh, okay, you're from the States. Yeah, tell us where you're from, guys. Do we have anyone else from America or Canada or Australia or Philippines? Yeah, but we'll keep talking. So thanks, Scott, for sharing that. But yeah, it's pretty much like, we say it all the time. You just got to go and check it out. Don't make any big decisions. Go there, check it out, because I know a lot of guys are interested in retirement.
It's not for everybody. And once you get there and you stay, you got to stay for at least a couple of months before you'll know if that's even your deal. But
don't make big decisions. No big decisions. Whether it's marriage or this and that, just go with the flow, get used to it, see if you fit in. Yep. You might not like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
you only live once, man. Jump in balls deep.
Yeah. Okay. There's another one. Cool.
I'm kidding, man.
Okay. No. It's good. It's good to hear some different opinions. And Canadian Vin Diesel,
I don't even know what you're talking about. I just
you need a cross. You need to wear a silver cross. You're wearing the Vin Diesel outfit from Fast and Furious.
What?
Yeah.
Fast and Furious, Vin Diesel wears a muscle top like that, and he wears a silver cross. Yeah, so you got to wear a silver cross, and you look like Vin Diesel.
No.
You're the only one with hair, man. I just realized that.
Yeah. I had a haircut, too.
The only one with hair.
It's okay. When he's talking with me and Joseph, he's the only one with hair, too.
Yeah, yeah. It's three bald guys and an Australian.
It's like, oh, this is a thing. This is a new popular haircut. Yeah, I better get it shaved off.
Everybody's shaving their hair.
Yeah, the Vin Diesel look. Yeah, it's very attractive. Oh, the girls love it. You look like Vin Diesel, guys.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I get more. I'm older, so I look more like I get more Bruce Willis.
Hey, Daddy. What we got?
Sorry,
I love my little baby. Hey, I love my little baby. He's cool. 600 a month. Yeah, look, he's saying 600 a month. I get it. I mean, but different lifestyle. Not everyone can do that.
It can be done, but I mean, I would. Where are you living
right now? Dodgy guy. You're dodgy. I don't have to answer that question, but I'm in Australia. I'm living in Australia. I grew up here. I'm from Australia. That's why I speak like a pirate. You can't understand my accent.
You still in a Gixxer 1000? What do you want for it?
And also, I don't know about Britain and Philippines. I don't really follow him anymore. I've seen his channel, but yeah, I don't really follow him. Pinoy Daddy, his question to me, are you always go on the flow? No, I'm not. I'm usually a planner. And I've covered that in my travel tip series. Like I make travel tip videos, so you can go check them out. But I tend to plan things. I tend to plan things out if possible. And then once in country, I go with the flow. The reason why you're in country, like you have to just adapt. So,
I've got a rough itinerary that I've got, like maybe I'll go here, maybe I'll go there, but I definitely just show up with a backpack and no plan. I don't have any. I don't even have I have started getting the first night when I get off the plane. If I get in late, I make reservations for that first night. But after that, I just figure it out.
Like I write it down. I've got like just on a spreadsheet, just my base itinerary. and then I adapt from there because quite often I have to cancel trips. Like I wanted to go here, wanted to go there.
I don't make any. I buy plane flights as I go, but and I'm traveling. I usually leave the Philippines and go head off to other parts of Asia in between the, like I'll be in Philippines. I usually run out my 30-day visa. I'm usually there for like about 23, 25 days.
Yeah, wow, yeah.
Then I bail out of there and go wherever, Vietnam or Cambodia or whatever, and then come back, and then I don't have to pay visa. It's easy and
yeah, cool. And then you have a bit more of a trip.
Yeah, I get to see new places, but I don't have any plans. I just pull in it. But it's exhausting. You pulling into a town when you're tired and you've been on a bus for like 6-7 hours and you don't know where now you got to walk around with a backpack in 90-degree heat looking for a room. I see the appeal of being like telling the cab driver, just like, take me to this place, and drop me off. And there's, oh, hi, we've been waiting for you. It's like, all right, I get it. Like, I get it. There's no wrong answer there. I just kind of like the adventure. But sometimes I go, man, I am making this way hard on myself.
I've got to answer Irvin. Irvin, no, I'm not gay. He's asking if I'm gay. Whatever it is. It's like, yeah, okay.
All that scooter talk. All that scooter talk.
Yeah, man. Sure. Yeah, so it's okay, Irvin. I'm not gay, but I'll eject you as well. This is my channel, so I'm happy to eject you. Because I've never ejected someone before, so I'm happy to try. Just for fun. Like, nothing personal, Irvin, but...
One of you has to go.
We must sacrifice one.
We will eliminate one human being.
Someone needs to be punished. The age of Duterte.
The rest will fall in line.
The age of Ultron, I'm working out how to do it. Oh, yeah, there's a remove button. Okay. Oh, I can put him on a timeout. There's a timeout button. That's cool.
Oh, really? There's a penalty box for our Canadian buddy. There's a penalty box.
User on timeout. Yeah, okay. So anyway, but it's okay, guys. Like, I get it. Like, whether you're joking or not, it's cool. That's the point of live chat. We can have feedback and chat to each other. So...
yeah, that's a part of being successful. You get trolls, man.
Correct.
You gotta. Once you get big enough, you're gonna have trolls. That's how the internet works.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, I don't even mind, but it's just the way the internet is. There's less accountability, so that's why I block people sometimes. If they were talking to me like this, we could talk it out. They probably would never speak that way in person.
No,
so
there's
trolling,
and that's how it works.
When there's bored kids trolling, being immature, it's just like, yeah, get out of here.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I've gotten on some of my videos some stupid comments or rude comments or just and I just delete them and I block them or whatever.
Yeah, it's like usually I leave it, but
you're not gonna please everybody in the world, and you know what? There's always gonna be haters, so whatever. Expect it if you got a YouTube channel, right?
Exactly. You can't please everyone. That's the biggest thing. You can't please everyone. So I mean, I try to encourage freedom of speech. By the way, I do think freedom of speech is important. But when you've got a fake channel name like troll.com, and it's not real, then you're not really being accountable or responsible. So anyway, yeah,
that's true.
Oh, by the way, love my little baby. Have you guys heard about a group of Americans, expats in Manila, getting arrested for selling fake socks?
For selling fake socks? Were they fake? Were they fake, like fake brand, or were they just like selling a box that said there were socks in it and there were no socks? Was it? I mean, I don't know how you're gonna fake a sock.
Well, maybe
hey, this is a sock. This is a hat.
Yeah. Does he mean condoms? Maybe he means fake condoms or something like.
Yeah, exactly. Old fake socks. Yeah, maybe
no, right? Yeah, no, I didn't hear about that. And hey, Philippine scenes, 17K. Yeah, thanks, man. The channel's growing. Maybe he got a crush on. Yeah, maybe he's got a crush on me. Yeah, whatever. I mean,
sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah, it's okay. No, I think it's just.
I know it's all morning. I know it's all morning for you guys, but it's 11 o'clock at night for me, so I'm gonna have my first beer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it. If you get,
it's 5 to 11 here.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was talking. Yeah, that's right. You're over. I keep thinking. Yeah.
That's why I changed the time in the chat. I wanted you guys to join in, so I'm glad you guys got to attend. And
no, it doesn't matter if it was the morning or whatever. I could have joined.
Yeah. Well, that's cool, man. Thanks.
No big deal.
Good to have you over.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Is that water?
Yeah, it's water. Yeah, so I'm trying to behave myself this time. But like I said,
there.
It'll get more interesting.
4 p.m. It's 4 p.m. Australian time. But you're welcome to catch up with us offline as well. Like we can do another chat later. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it'll be cool. We can get loaded. But anyway, what else we got? Come on, guys. We got some more comments or questions.
Yeah, somebody's got to give us some topics here. We should have came up with.
And, yeah, by the way, guys, there was a super typhoon that just hit Philippines. Manghat, something like that. Let me look it up. It's got a very yeah, it's got a hold on.
I know a typhoon was on the way, but did it actually
Super Typhoon Manghat, also known as Ompong, locally Ompong. But yeah, it hit the very far north, the top of Philippines. So luckily the other places weren't too badly affected. But
So
I
not
wonder,
by Manila.
I wonder if they have on Philippine TV the same stupid thing we have in America, where the moron is just standing in the rain, going, "Wow, everybody's evacuating. I'm standing here right in the middle of it. The water's getting very deep. I'm probably going to drown." It's like I call it. It's like they just do. You know, it's on the news and people watch it. It's like I call it the idiot in the rain channel. You know, he's just standing there. It's like, it's getting pretty dangerous here. Everybody's running for shelter but me. But I think that's a very American thing that we love sending.
No, it's business.
Out and just making them stand in the rain in a typhoon.
Correct, it's business. That's their job. Some guys' poor job. It's like, yo, go stand over there and get sucked up by a super typhoon. You know, it's like it's someone's job to do that.
Love to see swaying palm trees on the news, man. They just love to see a swaying palm tree. A palm tree blown over is like it's like, wow. I just, I think it's that the Germans call it Schadenfreude. You know, it's the joy of watching somebody else's pain. I think they're just like, hey,
oh my goodness.
I don't know what it is, but
that's too much.
I don't know. Well, no, I'm just saying, like, it's like why are you watching a storm for 5 hours that's like on the other side of the country? Like, what's the entertainment? I don't really.
Okay, guys, I don't know what this means. Camote Rider sounds like the Mackenzie brothers from the 80s movie, Strange Brew.
I don't know what the hell that means either.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
That's a Canadian. Bob and Doug McKenzie were
Stocks. Stocks, not socks. Stocks, not socks.
Oh, the
I guess it was a
McKenzie. Yeah, I
scam.
know the fucking. I know the Bob and Doug McKenzie. Yeah, I know who they are. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Bob.
Okay, maybe it was an investment scam. Sorry, you're just Rain Man. Maybe you're talking about. I don't know. Get your facts right. Get some more hard data or something. But anyway, yeah. Oh, you know what? Let's talk about some scams and setups. You know, it's not to be negative, just to warn the guys. And some guys they just don't know, especially when they're online dating. They're really excited. I'm gonna go see this beautiful girl. Well, one, it could be a fake account. You got to meet them in person first. I know.
It's a man, baby.
Yeah, it can be a man. It can be that's him. So, and even if she's real, she may not even meet up with you. So that's another thing.
That's sad. I feel bad. I feel bad for guys to do that because it's like, they're awkward.
It's a common problem. Like, this came up, with social media. I'll segue into it, but foreigners cannot be in the presence legally of a child. They're not supposed to be, unless there's a family member or another Filipino in the room.
What?
It's messed up. Yeah, it's messed up. It's to do with, child predators.
Fuck! I took my nephew walking down to the store. We went to
but
the
your
store.
family, you're married. You're married to the family. You know what I mean? So.
Oh.
So what they do is, it's a scam. They'll get a kid to go knock on your door and push you and go inside your hotel. So boom. Now you can be charged as a pedophile just because a kid entered your room. You know. So. And usually there's a crooked cop waiting around the corner, you know what I mean? Like, I got you, so. But, yeah, so that's a common scam there. But,
so we're getting off the topic. We're getting off the topic. The topic of, online getting cheated dating kind of a thing. Like, yeah.
Oh, an Aussie got scammed 1.4 million. Okay, I see what you mean. No? Some scam. Okay, look, look, guys, even in any country, even in Australia, there's scams, So
if you haven't met somebody and you're already sending money, you've lost the game. You are behind the 8 ball at that point. You need to. That's red flag number one. Where you're. I mean, if somebody just wants to chat with you, whatever. But as soon as they start asking for money and you've never met them, that's great. I don't chat with. I don't go to any of those and chat with anybody. I have to go meet them in person because I know.
Oh,
people,
okay. Hold on. Why Pinoy Daddy?
person. I mean, you don't want to be. You got to add the internet to it.
No, bye, Pinoy Daddy. Thanks for logging in and joining us. And I appreciate it because you're from Philippines. So, yeah, okay. No worries, Graham. What's going on, Graham? Investigative journalism is rare as rocking horse shit these days. It's all about sensationalism rather than content. Yeah, correct. Because the problem is that the media companies are businesses. They want to make money.
Yep.
So they feel like Hollywood entertainment. Like, oh, let's do something sensational and bullshit to get attention. You know?
Sure,
it's sad.
sure.
It's sad.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, okay, yeah, just to get that out of the way and engage everyone. But yeah, as you were saying, Scott, you're right. Like, if they start asking for money and you've never even met them, already you know there's a problem. You know, so, and then even worse.
Yeah. And that's
like, Rocco. He's got to get up at 4 in the morning. Okay, good night, Rocco. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. But yeah, I don't know, guys. Come on, if you want to talk about anything particular.
I will still staying on that subject for a second. I mean, it's like I refuse to go on. You know, have I browsed through the pictures? Yes, but I haven't contacted any of them ever in my life. Like I have no interest. Like it's not a. I don't know what it.
Online dating you're saying, or?
Yeah, I just don't trust it. I mean, because God, I mean, you could be talking to whatever, you know. It's like, or she's like, what's the point?
It's very hard for me, and I've spoken to other guys too. The statistic is around 10% response. So if you were to message 100 different people, especially as a male, you might get a 10% response.
Wow.
Okay? And that 10% response may not even be real. Like they could be scammers. They could be whatever. Yeah. So just so guys know. So it's like, don't get upset. Sometimes they never check their account, or they already have a boyfriend, so they're not checking the account, or they're already dating someone else, or it's fake. Or, you know.
Do it the old-fashioned way. Talk to a 60-year-old woman in the Philippines, and when she asks, "Are you married and do you have kids?" you tell her no. She will demand that you meet her daughter. Just like that's how it works. I'm joking, but I love that horrified look though. Anytime you tell an older Filipino woman, even in their 40s or whatever, you're like, "Oh, so are you married?" You're like, "No." They're like, "What?" Like, wow. You tell somebody in America you're not married, they're like, "Yeah, okay, whatever, you know, no big deal." Whatever.
That's a very good point.
In the Philippines, like you're like, "Oh, have you eaten food?" They're like, "Yeah, I don't eat food." Like,
it's like no,
what do you mean
food? You're right. It's considered a problem. Like if I tell people I'm single, they freak out. They go, "What is that? Like, how's that possible?" They don't believe it. You know? So,
like, how is that? Yeah, how is that even possible? Like, that's not even possible. Like, it's like, well, it doesn't work the same. It doesn't work the same in America as it does in the Philippines, and you have to realize that there's a cultural difference, I guess, is the best way to politely put it.
I mean, it's a different country, right? If you go to Greece, if you go to Portugal, you go, you know, I mean, any country. I mean, it's a different country, right? It's going to be different.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, and that's just the way I just explain it to them. It's like, well, you know, our cultures are different, and like we just don't really. Not everybody's married in America. Like it's just not a thing, you know. It's kind of.
Yeah, see, that's what I failed to realize. You know, that's why I crashed into the gate there. So.
Oh, so what are you doing about your bike, bro, Corey? Corey, what are you doing about your bike? Are you gonna order a new oil pan, or did something else break on it, or?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna put a new oil pan on it. I'm not gonna try and get it welded or fixed or.
Well, why not? Even just getting it welded will get it running again. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'm paranoid that you know what happens at any point. You know, if that weld fails, now all the oil is gonna leak out, and if I don't see the oil light, you know, happen to see it come on or whatever, boom, now the motor's blown. And aside from all of that, I mean, if the oil leaks out,
I was worried you couldn't find the part. Is it a difficult part to find, or it's okay?
Yeah, I have to order from Kawasaki. So.
Oh wow, but I mean, you can get it. It's not like
I can get it. Yeah, I can get it, but it's a little bit of a pain in the ass. But yeah, about the crack. I mean, if it fails and you know all the oil dumps out, let's say I'm doing 200 kilometers an hour, and the oil goes all over the back tire. Now, you know what I mean? I'm sliding out. I'm wrecking, right? So I don't want to chance it.
Safety.
And
Safety, there you go. Safety, awesome, Corey. Safety.
Corey, just Gorilla Glue it, man. That stuff works on everything. Just throw some Gorilla Glue on it.
Yeah, sorry, I
Hey,
don't
JD, thanks for joining us. Yeah, okay. What else did someone else did saying? Oh, okay. Too many live streams. Yeah, I know what you mean. Lots of lady boys on there. Rain Man. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know what he's saying. Lots of lady boys on the online. Yeah. So yeah. Good.
It could be hard to tell in person. It must be even harder to tell online.
Well, that's what guys. You got to be detached because you're getting excited. You're seeing all these pretty pictures. It may not even be real. They're just pictures on the internet. You know.
Or they're airbrushed.
Yeah. Well, airbrush. Yeah.
I see girls, that are my age, post pictures on Facebook, and I'm thinking, sweetie, I just saw you at the store yesterday. You don't look anything like that.
Like, oh no.
You took 100 pictures in different light, came up with just the right one that just caught you at the right time, and
it started. No, but that's the thing. It's like, why is Instagram so popular? Because it's just how can I say it? Sensationalizing our lives. So you take a picture of something, you put a filter, make it look better and pretty, and you go, oh wow, And don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on Instagram. I enjoy it, but people need to realize this is entertainment.
I never understood that thing with the Instagram. Like anytime I put a picture up on my Instagram account where I see that filter, and I'm like, what the hell's the point? Like I never put a filter on. I never do.
Yeah,
just leave it.
You know why I love Instagram, and this is why it's actually popular for the people into social media. It's because it brought back photography. Before, you had to have a DSLR, and you had to go through, you had to know your stuff and be all fancy.
Facebook. That was around before Instagram.
No, but Instagram, you have to use your phone. It's a phone-based app. So it encouraged more people to start using their camera phones. So my point is, it just made photography easy, and I like it because it encouraged people to get into photography because I'm into photography.
I'm still new to Instagram. I honestly, since I got the YouTube channel, and I just started with the Instagram probably 2 months ago or something.
I might still do it. I really should have gone on it from the start because I actually love photography. But I'm so busy with YouTube.
It's higher resolution than Facebook. It's like a better picture. Like the same picture just looks better on Instagram than it does, I think.
You can put, and you can also add filters and stuff like that. Yeah. But what they do, it's a trick. They use a square photo. So you can upload any photo you want, but they purposely make it a square frame. So it naturally sort of compresses it and makes it look a bit better, if you know what I mean.
And actually, you can move it around too, or whatever. Cut it.
Right. And now they're doing.
Missouri, what's up, buddy?
But anyway, yeah. But yeah, so that's why to the viewers, that's why I never got on the Instagram. I'm just so busy making videos. Like videos take up a lot of time and effort.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe one day I get on Instagram. I really should have. But
you don't have an Instagram account for your YouTube channel?
No, man. I've got a personal one I never use. That's what I mean. I just don't have the time. So.
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I should just do it. Do it. But anyway.
What?
Yeah, I know. It's like what?
Oh my god, dude.
Bro, well, that's what I mean. I try to focus on making videos.
You know how long it takes you to write a Facebook post?
Yeah.
The same amount of time it takes to write an Instagram post, man.
Yeah, but you got to support it. It's a product, and you got to support your product. You see what I mean? So if I can't even support my own personal Instagram, there's no way I'm going to support my Be Adventures one. Do you see my approach? Okay. I'm just saying, if I don't have the time right now to support it, then there's no point. So many people do. Like they set it up and they fail because they just don't support it. And don't get me wrong, I'm not dissing it. But
what do you mean by support it? Like constantly putting posts up?
Correct. Yeah, I'm just you got to put one every day or every week.
I don't constantly put posts up, but if I'm uploading a video or doing a contest or this, that, whatever, I'll post it on there too, right?
No, good point. I can just make it and just put like 3 photos. Just to get it started. Yeah. But but anyway, good point. Good feedback, Corey.
Everybody.
Do your tats have a special meaning?
No. Yeah, but I don't want to get into all that.
Okay, yeah, no, it's cool. Oh, Jason in Missouri, about time. I was waiting for you, buddy. Jason in Missouri, welcome. And you're awesome. You've got a Sony Vaio laptop. He watched my video. If you're creating videos and maintaining multiple social, it doesn't leave much time to enjoy.
Asian travel.
Totally agree, JD.
Yeah,
So
he made a good point. If you're creating videos and maintaining multiple social media outlets, it doesn't have much time to enjoy yourself while traveling. I didn't mean like if you're out on vacation and traveling, doing a post on Instagram once in a while, that's one thing. I didn't mean like constantly doing it. So you do your travel, you do your vacation, and then when you get home, then you edit all your videos and whatever, right? Yeah,
right,
you
exactly.
shoot,
No, but
but
it is a thing. Like there's a time when you've got to choose. At least for me, because I make so many videos. Do I want to make a video, or do I just want to enjoy this moment for myself?
yeah.
And there's a lot of moments like that. And even later, I might have regretted it a little bit. Like, oh, damn, I should have got some photos and video or whatever. But sometimes you just got to enjoy the moment. That's what life's about.
Yeah.
And
How about Twitter? Have you even tried it? Have you even tried Twitter?
No, Twitter had a very big... Twitter had a big boom years ago, like, when it was new. And it's still booming because it's a great way to get a notice out. Like, tweet out something happened, news break. But no, I never got into Twitter. No, I didn't like it.
Me neither.
If America goes to war, that's how we're gonna find out.
That's what I mean. It's just where people can post some outrageous comments. Like, oh, this just happened, and it's just ridiculous sometimes.
I never even touched Twitter. I never opened an account. I never even tried it. Never even looked at it. Like I just said that's.
It's great for communication, like just to get notices out, but it's not really. It ends up becoming a flame war. Excuse me. It ends up becoming like a war. Like, oh, Trump said this, and and they start arguing.
And stuff. Yeah, I don't really.
Too much.
I don't see the appeal.
What? Someone said something about guns. Rayman, way too many guns. Gun as in, this is my rifle. This is my gun. This is for fighting and for fun. Ha ha ha. That rhymes. Yes. Yes, Rayman. Yeah. Well, I'm into shooting too, so I guess. Awesome. Keep shooting. Be responsible. Be responsible. But yeah.
A little PSA.
Oh, gun in hand. Oh, I see. Sorry, Jason Missouri said I'm here with a gun in hand. Okay, good for you. Awesome. Lubricate it. Put some lube on it. That's what she said. That's what she said. But she did say that. Like, oh my gosh! Put some lube on it. Lube your bolt carrier. It's too big.
Yep.
Your bolt carrier is too big. Yeah, there you go. See, it started.
Dude, if you need lube, you're doing something wrong. Okay.
well, maybe I'm just well hung. Maybe my bolt carrier is just too big. So
I keep forgetting Family Channel.
No, it's okay. We're just mucking around. We're just having a laugh. Hey, bud. Oh yeah, so that's a common question. I don't know. So there was the flooding and now super typhoon. So Philippines isn't going anywhere. So the weather's been very extreme.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe a bit later. If my work goes well, if business goes well, I might go at Christmas. Otherwise, maybe next year. Just for the viewers.
Next Christmas.
I want to go next Christmas so I can meet you.
Christmas.
Seriously, I want to go next Christmas also. So that's what I mean. If things go well.
You're not going this year, Corey?
What?
Are you going this year?
No, not this Christmas. Next Christmas, hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah, next. So but yeah, it'll be fun. We can meet up.
Yeah, but then you're gonna have to learn how to ride because you're gonna have to roll with us.
Yeah.
No, man, I'll just be on the camera. I'll be like, okay, bye guys, drive past, making video. Okay, bye.
Sit on the back.
I'll be in the trike. I'll be with Kuya in the trike.
He
With the camera. No, I'll get some sick shots because I'll get shots of you guys riding. I'll be
Brandon, have you not seen any of Joseph's video of lane splitting on EDSA? You try
Yeah, I've seen the lane splitting on EDSA. Yeah, like they were going a bit. Yeah. What about it?
The trike can't do that. You're not gonna get any shots.
Yeah, I'm just joking. And no, Hollywood director, man. I have it on the crane, and like on camera. And the selfie stick. Yeah, I'll have a selfie stick. It works, and I'll do it with the camera.
Hey, you can fly the drone.
Yeah, I can fly the drone. Yeah. Oh, Scott, you should try the drone, or we should try it at a shooting range because it's much safer. It's not safe to have someone stand behind the camera, obviously at a shooting range. So I've seen guys do it. They have the drone up top, so you can see them shooting, and then it comes down in front of you, and it looks like you're shooting the drone, but you won't. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, that is a really cool idea. I'm gonna do it.
And the only way I knew it was a drone, it was just some other guy made a really cool video. Is obviously you could see the bird's eye view, but the blast the blast from the gun was causing the drone to move. So you can just see like, you know what I mean? Like anyway.
The muzzle flash you're talking about?
Yeah, the muzzle blast was so much it was causing the drone to move. But then people were like, oh.
That would be really cool to get a shot of Jeff's flame inducer, that flaming pig that he has on that AR.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that would look awesome.
Fireball coming out of the gun, like that would be pretty cool.
Especially from up top, you just see the blast just go.
Yeah.
Well, Brennan.
Yeah.
If you need some shots like you're shooting like this and you want the camera angle like this, I'll stand there with the camera, no problem.
Holy shit. No,
Steph, you're good. You're a good
like,
shot. You're all right.
We could. I've seen guys do it, and I'm a good shot, so I wouldn't hit you. But
I wouldn't be worried.
I usually set it up on a tripod, but the drone is flexible. You can move it, so at least you can see what you're looking at, and someone can control the drone. But it's pretty cool. And I think some drones have a follow feature. They'll follow you.
Yeah.
Like a companion. So it's really cool. Like you can run around and follow you.
It's an app on your phone
it tracks the phone.
There's an app on your phone, and there's some other thing too. But so if you program it, you can actually have it in different settings where you can have it like following behind you like this, or you can have it following you on the left side, or you can have it circle around you as it's following you. Right? There's a whole bunch of different settings.
But it's cool. It's like it's very sci-fi. Like this, like your little companions following you around.
I was just before the bike broke. My buddy's got a drone, and he was gonna take a bunch of shots to throw into my videos. So yeah, I was gonna have a bunch of drone shots and drone footage, but the bike broke. So
okay,
that'll be next year.
Okay, we got Rain Man. You'll be back in February. Good for you. I hope you have a good trip, man. Travel safe, and you can watch my travel tips. But yeah, Jason in Missouri. Yeah, maybe we can meet up one day. We're gonna we'll start some trouble. What else? I can ride a Hubble. Oh, do you know what they are? The Hubble. Is that the one where you balance on it? It's a bicycle and you put two passengers and they balance on it. It's like a seesaw.
I don't know what that is. No, I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's like a bicycle, but they put a plank of wood and then two people can sit on each side.
Isn't that in India?
Well, they do it in Philippines too. So yeah, no, I won't be doing one of those. Not that I care for it.
Yeah.
AR-15 pistol, yeah. So that's what we're talking about.
You better hope that both of your passengers are going to the same destination.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just like disaster waiting to happen. It's like, let's fall off and get in an accident. But so we're talking about an AR-15 pistol with a linear comp. A linear comp is like a hollow can, or you can sometimes have a comp inside, and then it causes a big flame to come out. Yeah. Linear comps, they're cool. Springfield Saint.
Brandon,
they're cool, apparently. Sorry?
What's the biggest handgun you ever fired?
Biggest handgun?
Like a 50 cal? Desert Eagle?
No, just 45, I guess. Just 45 auto would have been the biggest. By my size.
50 cal Smith & Wesson revolver.
Holy.
That's what I shot.
Oh, yeah, man. That's a bad boy. That's Hollywood.
50 cal, nickel-plated
really?
revolver. Yeah, the bullets were like elephant bullet, man. They were crazy.
Can I talk about your nickel-plated, Scott?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I make fun of Scott. I tease him. I go, he's got a big nickel-plated dick because he's got a big nickel 357 Magnum. It's like, Scott's in the house with his nickel-plated dick. But yeah, it's a big gun. Dirty Harry. That's a Dirty Harry gun, yeah.
So big they named him after it.
So how about, hey, Brandon, how about a long gun?
Long gun, 12-gauge shotgun, I think.
That's the biggest you fired?
Biggest I fired. I've handled a 50 caliber machine gun. I've handled it and an M60, but they didn't let me shoot it. It was in Philippines. It was the Navy. It was so nice. I go, why are you guys in
the Philippines and they wouldn't let you shoot it? What the hell?
No, I was with the Navy and I was like, why are you guys here? I was just chatting to them. They're very friendly. And they go, we're guarding against rebels, terrorists, because they come to the tourist resorts to kidnap people. So I was like, oh, okay. And I didn't know that resort had kidnappings before. But so anyway, it's all safe. So I was like,
was that a Palawan or Palawan?
Yeah, Palawan. So that's called the Dos Palmas video, Dos Palmas Island.
Okay, yeah.
And I made a video, and they let me play with the M60 and the the 50 cal. And it was so funny. I was like, "Hey, let me shoot it." They go, "No, you'll scare all the tourists. Like, we can't just let you shoot a 50 cal."
Yeah.
They're like,
Actually,
if it's quiet, we wouldn't care. But there's too many
And,
tourists.
you didn't have, you're like, you didn't have 1,000 pesos on you. You could have been like, oh well, you know, some scared tourists are okay. You could have with 1,000 pesos.
Test firing, test firing.
Sound the siren. Live fire exercise.
No, it would have scared the life out of everyone because they've had some issues there before. But anyway, Corey, yep.
Because when we went to the Philippines, we booked a flight that we were going to go to Cebu, and was it Cebu? Yeah, we were going to go to Cebu first, and then there was some thing with the rebels, like what you were saying, so we canceled it, and then we ended up booking another flight to another. We were going to spend a week.
Sorry, when was this? Last year or
Port of Princesa? We were going to go.
Mm-hmm.
And so we bought the ticket and, you know, paid for it online and whatever before we left here. And then I think it was like the week of that we were waiting to go to the Philippines. Then they like changed the flight on us, right? We got an email. So they like, oh, we changed the flight to this day and this time. So I was like, the hell? Like, no, sorry, that doesn't work for me. Like we had a, you know, planned out thing, right? So I called the company and I was like, no, that doesn't work. You know, we needed this date. She's like, no, we can't, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, just give me a refund, whatever. And it was a good thing that we did because when we went to the Philippines, the day before we were supposed to go on the flight to that island, there was like some big ass storm or typhoon or whatever that went through and it like hit that island and stuff. So if we had taken that flight, we would have been on that island at that time. It was crazy.
Yeah, well, same happened to me. I've had a lot of blessings in disguise. Like I was actually going to go to Tacloban. Tacloban is where they had the super typhoon in 2013. Yeah. And I was actually going to go down there and visit some friends and also Samar, which is next door. And super typhoon hit. Like, you know, some things happened. I canceled that part of the trip and I was really disappointed. Like, oh damn. And then super typhoon came, so it was like a blessing in disguise. Yeah. But so you got to go with the flow sometimes, guys. You know, it's just the way it is, but sometimes it's a good thing. But also just for the viewers, because they're going to get paranoid. If you don't know much about Philippines, yes, there's rebels, there's terrorists, there's drug cartels, there's crime syndicates. They got it all. They got it all. But mainly in the southern regions. So try not to go to Mindanao. Okay, I just got to be responsible. You might have a wife or a girlfriend or family. That's different. You go with someone you know. But don't just go running around Mindanao by yourself. You'll get into trouble. That being said. Yeah, that being said, Scott and I are going on a Mindanao adventure, aren't we, Scott?
We are. We're going to try and do a Mindanao adventure.
Like, no. He's like, no. No.
What? You want to go to Mindanao? Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
I actually do, but I'm crazy like that. You know what I mean?
Well, let's go, B. Let's do it.
Yeah? Well, I mean, we'll probably take out the rebels ourselves.
I know, right?
We'll resolve the problem very quickly.
As long as I'm on a fucking motorcycle, but I'm good to go.
Oh, but by the way, that's what the sailors were telling me, and also from what the locals were telling me. The rebels just steal fishing boats. They steal fishing boats, or they hijack them and then just use fishing boats to kidnap people. So
why doesn't the government and the army just go in and wipe all these fuckers out?
They're trying to now. Yeah, because Duterte's president now. They've had islands to themselves like Basilan. They've had whole bases for many years. And no one cared. No one did anything. So now Duterte's like, yeah, this is unacceptable. We can't have people getting kidnapped all the time and getting.
I like that Duterte guy. He's how do you say it? No fucking around.
yeah. Well, exactly. No, and yeah, look, Rain Man, I get it. Kulas becoming Filipino. Look, just you got to understand. That's professional entertainment, and I'm not dissing it. That's professional entertainment. He makes videos, entertaining, really cool, but it's not exactly the most responsible, and it's not the same as real life, basically. So
what are you talking about?
I'm just talking about, like, I know other vloggers cover it and make their awesome videos, and don't get me wrong, they're very good at making videos and entertaining, but there's a big difference between entertainment and reality. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're talking about YouTubers?
Yeah, YouTubers, anything, Instagram, whatever. So, yeah. But anyway.
But there's a lot of people. There's a lot of foreigners living in Mindanao. I mean, there's lots of them. There's communities. General Santos has got a lot. Davao has got a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
and those are safe. Those are considered safe. I don't know about General Santos. I've heard it's safe, but I know Davao is supposed to be pretty darn safe. You know,
Well,
I mean,
I've got to look into it. You're right, because there's whole communities of expats living there. And, you know,
I know somebody.
Davao is the safest city in the Philippines. It's a very good city. I've been there. So.
Yeah, I know somebody in Davao. I didn't hear anything. I don't know.
Yeah, no, Davao's a really nice city. It's very well managed, very well run, very orderly. I actually felt like I was in Australia there. Like, obviously it looked different, but it was just like normal. Everything's running fine, and
yeah.
you know, very peaceful. Everything was fine. So yeah.
That's another topic too. You know, people always say to me, I get like people that don't travel. You know, I get the question like, is the Philippines safe? It's like, well, you know, is America safe? Well, in my town, it's pretty safe. But I mean, is Detroit, is South Chicago safe?
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
really. You know, so I mean, there's certain places that are, and there are certain places that aren't. It's like a big place. So I mean,
Yeah,
you can.
That's
Yeah.
like anywhere in the world. I mean, there's ghettos and there's, you know what I mean, whatever, right?
Yeah, there's whatever. There's places that are good, and
Bad
places
areas.
that are bad. So you just got to know which ones are which, and
Exactly.
you'll be okay. But I mean, you don't go just running around not doing any research. I mean, if you want to plan your first trip to the Philippines to southern Mindanao, you know, without looking into it because you found a cheap ticket, you know, but you might have some problems.
Yeah, and you got to
Especially by
understand, like,
yourself.
that actually
Yeah,
goes
right.
back to online dating. Sometimes it's not just a scam. It's rebels trying to kidnap you. So
Reacted.
they're putting up pictures of hot girls. Yeah, come to Mindanao, and you go there and you get kidnapped. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
But, anyway, and yes, Jason, we know your wife is from there. So yeah, Zamboanga East side. You know, to our peeps. What else we got going on? Yeah, blah blah blah, whatever. Puerto Galera, is it worth visiting? JD, for me, I liked it just because I hadn't been there before.
I like Puerto Galera a lot. I like it.
Yeah, well, I liked it too.
I like it. I like Sabong Beach. I like the whole thing. I like riding around. The traffic's not bad. If you want to ride around on a scooter, you can go and have a good time. People are friendly. I like it there.
No, I liked it too. Great diving. So I'm not actually even a diver. I just did snorkeling and I still enjoyed it. Beautiful coral reef, beautiful tropical fish.
And it's super convenient. You know, you can jump off to Boracay from there. I mean, you can go to you know, you can do anything you want. You can drive around the island. It's like it's from Manila.
Hold on. How did you get the Boracay, by ferry or?
Yeah, you can do two different ways. I think you can get a boat out of Batangas that'll go right down to Boracay. You know,
Really?
you got to go back. You got to go back to
It'll take a
Batangas.
long time. It'll take a long time. Yeah. No,
Overnight. I think it's like an overnight ferry or something like that, right? Or you can take a bus or some kind of you got to figure out how to get down to Rojas on Mindoro. I'm saying it right. The island that Puerto Galera is Mindoro. Mindoro.
Yeah, Mindoro.
Right? Mindoro Island. That's right. And you can get down to Rojas, and from then you can catch a ferry across, and then you can. I mean, it's kind of a roundabout way, but
It's too much. It's too much.
But that's traveling. You got to go see cool things as you go. To say like, well, I got to get to here and here and here. It's like sometimes it's cool to just.
Yeah, but bro, this is what people don't tell you. It's so easy to get lost in Philippines, and people will happily put you on a smuggler's boat. You know, that happened to me. They don't care that you die. They don't care that you're going to drown and die on that smuggler's boat. And it's not registered, so there's no record. No one will know you died on there. But not to be dramatic.
When I went to the Philippines, I didn't do any of that. We were just in I guess you say mainland or whatever, Manila and Taytay Rizal and stuff like that. And actually, the first night I met Joseph, he was actually surprised. He goes, oh, I would have met you closer to your house or whatever. And I was like, oh, I Google mapped it. I figured it out how to get to Taytay Rizal. And I just went by myself.
Yeah.
By motorbike.
You can.
Yeah, I had a motorbike.
But you can ride. That's a good skill. Like, you know, you had the ability to do that. Not everyone has the ability.
Joseph, he was surprised. I think it was like 2 days, or 2 days. It was the second ride or third ride that we went on. We stopped, you know, have a smoke or whatever, and he was talking to me. He's like, "Man," he goes, "you picked up how to drive here real quick." I told him before I went there, like we were messaging back and forth and whatever, talking and stuff. And
that's true, brother.
So
Because that was your first trip, yeah? Or no?
Yeah. So when I went there and met him, and like I had told him, I was like, dude, I can ride. Like I'm not worried about riding. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, the traffic here, this, that, this, that. I'm like, dude, I can ride. Don't worry about that, man. So yeah,
But didn't you say that?
surprised. Like, holy crap! He goes, you picked it up fucking pretty quick like that.
But didn't you say that when you got to Philippines? You're like, holy shit! Look at the traffic. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's
but
something else.
I liked it. I mean, see, it's different. Like here, you can do like way higher speeds and stuff like that. In the Philippines, it's like lower speeds, but
It's
you can
slower,
play
yeah.
more. Like dodging traffic and whatever. Like
Right, you got to check out Vietnam. Then Vietnam, they drive into each other, the traffic.
oh
And
yeah.
I was in a taxi, and we drove into oncoming, like into the same lane. And I put my foot on the dash. I was like, do you know what I mean? Like, and the driver's like, "Hey, no crazy here. This is Vietnam, no crazy." And he wasn't worried, but they just avoid each other. They drive slowly. So
well, yeah. Well, when I was there,
it was crazy.
when I was there, Joseph said to me, he's like, "You okay with lane splitting?" And he goes, "Sometimes we might have to jump on the sidewalk." Or I was like, "Man, don't worry." I said, "You just lead the way. I'll follow you. Don't worry about that." We were like lane splitting down the center lane onto oncoming traffic.
Yeah, but you're an advanced rider. You're an advanced motorbike rider, which is a good thing.
Well, I
So,
have experience, yeah. So
man, I'll kill myself, lazy, and I don't know what I'm doing. I'll just shoot into a truck or something. But
yeah, if you don't have experience and stuff, then no, I wouldn't suggest trying those kind of maneuvers.
yeah.
But if you would have got, you go to Puerto Galera or somewhere where it's like kind of quiet, or Palawan where there's like no traffic once you get out of town, then that's the place to go practice on a bike. Go practice where there's no cars and where you can just get a feel for it. And then deal with. You were trying to learn how to ride like in Sabang, like going straight from a ditch, going uphill. Like you were starting right out of the
Sorry, guys.
bad situation.
I'll just catch up on the comments. Rain Man, thanks for clarifying. A hubble is a motorcycle taxi. No sidecar. I see what you mean. You just jump on the back of the taxi, yeah, of the motorbike. What else we got? Scott, have you met Jason in Missouri before?
No, I have not.
Yeah, but yeah, he's saying hello, so maybe we can meet up with him sometime.
Yeah, hey Jason from Missouri, how you doing?
What else we got? Wakanda. What? Illinois, Wakanda? Okay, whatever, Rain Man.
Wakanda Wakanda is the mythical city from Black Panther, from the comic Black. That's Wakanda. Yeah.
Okay. What's that special metal I have? They have a special metal, some precious metal.
Oh yeah, it's like unobtainium. I can't remember what it's called. Yeah. It's, I call every crazy scientific metal or a fictitious metal unobtainium. From Avatar.
Yeah. Let's go to Illinois. Okay, Rain Man, we're going to Illinois to find unobtainium from Wakanda.
Yeah.
But I think it's called what's unobtainium? I think it's called I don't know, full auto or something. The Adventures on a Bike. Yeah, okay, thanks, Jason. Maybe we can go bike riding or something. Vibranium. Thanks, JD. Vibranium. Okay, fine. We will go.
That's it.
Vibranium. All right, we will go.
Vibranium.
It's a fictitious metal from a fictitious city called Wakanda.
Since we're getting silly, yeah. Rain Man, look into Hansen profile barrels. Hansen profile has the tapered profile. That way, there's more meat near the chamber. So look at a Hansen profile barrel. Yeah, no, we've been talking about that, Scott. Jeff got a bit. He likes the blue thing.
Yeah, well, he's worried about how to hook it up, how to hook it to the end there.
Aero Precision. Already talked to him, so hopefully Aero Precision does it one day. But anyway, yes, Scott's in the States. Scott is in Washington State.
Yep.
Awesome.
Port Angeles.
Yeah. Okay. Do we have any friends from Kentucky? Jason's from Kentucky. Justified. There was a TV series called Justified, and it was based around Kentucky. So I make fun of Joseph Gunn. Yeah, it's cool. It's just an action series about a U.S. Marshal.
I know what it is. I just didn't know it was based out of Kentucky. I thought it was like Louisiana or something. But
Kentucky goes to Lexington a lot. Yeah. So anyway, a lot
of people said it was a really good show. I just never got into it.
Yeah, no, it is. It's a good show. It's it's funny. There's comedy. So that's why I make fun of Joseph and go, "Oh man, is that all you guys do in Kentucky? You drink bourbon, eat fried chicken, and shoot each other?" And he's like,
"That sounds awesome."
It's just a modern.
described all my favorite things.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. So I said it's just a modern cowboy series, but I was like, wow, I need to go to Kentucky, get some bourbon. But anyway, I know sometimes are you guys struggling? You're like, oh my gosh, his accent, his pirate accent. Can't understand him. You guys, yeah, I'm sure.
No, we don't. We don't
like,
understand you.
What is he talking in the States?
Yeah, I never thought you had a pirate accent. You have an Australian accent.
Thanks. No. But all right, let's keep going. So, you guys got any other topics you might want to share? Philippines, especially.
Philippines topics.
Oh yeah, so this is what I was saying, guys. Before that, it's not that I'm just being negative or something. It's very hard to navigate for a noob in Philippines. Because, if they've never been there before, everything's difficult. You got to get the tricycle, you got to get the bus. No one explains things. Blah, blah, blah. So for you, Scott, you're very experienced. You experienced in Southeast Asia, Europe. You've been all around the world. So,
still, I have to hone my skills. Like when I've been gone from the Philippines for a while, I forget. Like you walk outside and you're like, oh crap! Like I gotta get my game on. Like I gotta get my game face. Yeah. They can smell. They can smell I'm new, and like I need to. I will discuss this. Let's just talk about this. Let's talk about just getting off the plane. You get off the plane in Manila.
Right, fresh off the plane.
What do you do? You do not take a cab. You do not take some cab where some guy walks up to you and goes, "Hey man, you want a cab?" Don't ever take that cab. Ever, 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 ever.
Funny you said that. That happened to me with 3 different guys when we were walking out.
It happens to everybody. It's like everyone. Passage for every new guy to get in some cab, and the guy's like, he goes 3 kilometers and he wants like 20,000 pesos, and you're like, oh come on, dude. I'm like, one time this guy's like, I don't know what he asked me for. It was like we went 3 kilometers to my hotel, and he was like 2,000 pesos, and I just threw 500. I gave him 500, which is a little more than I should have. But I'm like, I just threw it on the seat, and I'm like, call the cops if you want. I'll be right here in this hotel, and I just left. Like. That's all you can do.
Yeah, but but it has cleaned up. It has cleaned up. So that happened to me very first trip in 2013. I got scammed. I got into the wrong car. But basically, they have cleaned up at least Naya.
But they got good. They got cleaning up. The first time I saw this was the last time I was there, and it was really awesome. There's a booth right outside now that's a Grab taxi. And they have the cell phone. So if you don't have the SIM card or anything, you just tell them where you want, and they call the Grab taxi on their app, and they don't charge you anything. And then it's a set price, and they'll tell you it's like your hotel. It's going to be 250 pesos, and you're like, oh, perfect. And then you get in the car and you pay the guy 250. It's already a set price before he even shows up, and that's great. That's the best one, I think, and it's cheaper in a cab.
No, because they realize that. They realize they have to find solutions. So yeah, they're finding much better solutions, and even the general cabs are getting better, at least at the airport. But you're right; it's the most common scam for a green traveler.
Yeah. See, when I went there, I'd never been there before. My wife's Filipina, so obviously she's from there. But when we came out of the airport, after a 13-hour flight, I just wanted to get where we were going. So then that's
exactly
the guy walking up, he's like, hey, you want a cab? And then I looked at my wife, and she's like this, no. And I'm like, what the hell? He's going to give us a ride. What do you mean, no?
Yeah, well, that's the problem. Like, you imagine, from your country or Australia or America, we're a bit more orderly, a bit more legit, So a green traveler gets off. They're tired. They're sweaty. They just want to get to the hotel. They take advantage of that. They know that. They know that you're in a vulnerable state, or you're green, or you're tired.
Yeah, well, see that, like I said, it was my first time there. I knew nothing. Nothing. I was just following my wife. You know what I mean? And because she speaks Tagalog and whatever. So.
So you had a huge advantage there. You had your wife with you.
Yeah.
By the way,
if I was by myself, I
that would be all over you, brother. They would have jumped on you straight away. Like, oh no, you have to get in this car, and
I don't know if I would have went there by myself, not knowing anybody there, going to meet people or something. I don't know, and I'm not saying that because of safety thing or anything. It's not that. just because not knowing the country or knowing
Yeah,
anything
no,
about it.
no, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Jason in Missouri, I haven't used the GPS unit in PH in Philippines. Is it possible? It is possible. What I would
I
recommend
did.
is downloading. Oh, you did?
I used the app on my phone. I have a
Right, okay.
GPS app on my phone, and then when I was riding and I was going to meet Joseph, I plugged the headphones into it. I wired the earpiece through my helmet, and then I could hear, oh, turn here, turn
Okay.
here.
So just to answer Jason's question, I use Waze. I think WAZ or something, but Waze, and it's like a GPS mapping, and I use Google Maps. So it's not the most accurate. Yes, it does work as long as you have a signal. And there's a catch: you may not be in a signal area.
Well,
There's a lot of
just to what you're saying there, Google Maps, you gotta have internet. So what you're saying about
Correct.
signal, you gotta have signal. But this app that I'm talking about on my phone, even if I didn't have a SIM card in the phone, it would still work because it links to GPS satellites.
Oh, right. No, that was the second thing.
Maps Me, isn't that what it's called? Maps Me or something like that, or
Yeah.
No, it's Synergy, I think it's called. Hold on.
Synergy. There's one called Maps Me that does that too. Maps Me, that's one I use.
It's
Thanks, Corey. That might be helpful.
SYGIC.
Okay, so many of them now.
What I was going to say is you can also download a map to your phone. So that way you've got like hard data on your phone.
Yeah.
So that's what I do as well sometimes. I'll download the actual map. So even if I don't have a signal, I can navigate from the map I saved. Yeah.
And Maps Me works right off. It downloads the map. Yeah, it downloads the map.
Maps Me. Okay.
You with it shows you walking. It shows you off like real time. So, but it downloads the whole country, and you have to store it. I mean, it takes some memory card up, but it stores the whole Philippine map, and then anywhere you are. But every time you go to a new country, you got to download the whole country's map, but then wherever you go, you don't need a signal, you don't need Wi-Fi, you don't need anything. Maps.me, Maps.me.com, Maps Me, yeah, I think is what it's called.
Good one. Yeah, no, nice one, guys. Hey, Rocco, thanks for coming back, and thank you for the encouragement. What else we got? Yeah, look, guys, Grab is good because I was very happy with Uber, just for the viewers. But Uber left and sold off to Grab. So, yeah, Grab is good and it's popular.
That's what we took when we were there, when we needed a cab, was Grab. I never gotten one of those white taxis or whatever, those ones that people say.
But your feedback's good, Corey, because you actually ride and you've got a lot of experience. So, I guess your phone was good enough.
Well, for tracking where I wanted to go?
Yeah, in Philippines, getting around Philippines.
Yeah, no, that app was perfect. Dude, I learned about that app because of dirt biking here in the mountains.
Right.
Hold on. When I first moved here, I didn't know any of the trails. I didn't know anywhere. I had a few friends that showed me this, that, but they couldn't ride all the time that I wanted to ride. So a lot of the times I went by myself. So I just tracked, because the app, I could track it. So it would record my whole way, right? It gives you your altitude, your average speed, top speed, everything, all those details. So that, and then when I stop, if I was like lost or something, I could always retrace my track.
Right.
So
also, big hello to Scott Williamson. Scott. Yeah, Scott Williamson. He's been following my channel since the start. So yeah, good to hear from you, brother. I hope you're well. Hope you're taking care of your health. And what else? Yeah, smartphones. Yeah, look,
Missouri, you wondered how I found Joseph? What do you mean?
Sorry?
Oh, sorry, Brandon.
No, I'm just just saying hello to some people in the comment sections. But yeah, smartphones. Keep going about whatever you're talking about. GPS phones and.
Oh no, I was just reading this comment. Jason Missouri said, I was wondering how Corey found Joseph, but I didn't know what he meant. Like how I found him the day I met him, or how I.
Yeah, like did you just find his channel and meet up with him, or?
Oh, how I found him before I went to the Philippines? Yeah, I came across his video because I knew, obviously I think we bought our tickets like 9 months or something in advance. So anyways, I was like, going on YouTube, looking at different YouTube videos about Philippines and stuff, just, check stuff out and learn some stuff or whatever. And that's how I came across Joseph's channel. So then he was into bikes and whatever. So, it caught my interest, right? So, and it was in the Philippines, which is where I was going.
Sorry.
And,
Sorry, Jason's clarified. He said, he was just saying, I think what he meant was, how did you find him? And you used your phone. Moto bloggers always using phones, not standalone GPS units. Yeah. But anyway,
I
yeah,
have a fuck,
a
it's not
Garmin or
Garmin.
something.
I do have an actual GPS thing, like, you know, that people use in their cars. They stick on the window. I have one of those, and I used it on this bike here. I just suction cup it right to the tank.
I had a really good Garmin, but then smartphones got better, and now there's all these apps and whatever. So I just use my phone now. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, riding, it's kind of hard to use this unless you got a phone mount and like it's on the handlebars in front of you.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah. Did you do that or?
No, I just had it in my pocket. But see,
Holy shit!
Wait, hold on. When I wanted to go meet Joseph, I just programmed in where I was gonna go, and I set the route, right? So then I put it in my pocket. I had the earpiece, right? So as I'm riding, it'll say, "Oh, turn left in 200 meters" or whatever. So I knew to turn. That's, you know. But I mean, from where I was in Tai Tai Result to go to Green Hills Mall or whatever, it was like so easy. You know what I mean? It was basically like 2 or 3 main roads that you just stayed on. Like,
I really need to learn how to ride then. And
I can't believe you don't ride in. You've been to the Philippines how many times?
Man, I told you that. Oh yeah, because I told you the story on another chat for the viewers.
Yeah,
what
I remember.
When I was just for the viewers, when I was in high school, they brought this guy in a wheelchair, quadriplegic.
That's so wrong.
Couldn't use his arms and his legs, and he had to speak in his little microphone. I had a little joystick for his chin, and it scared the shit out of us. So we're all kids in high school, and he's like, "Oh, I got in a motorcycle accident, and now I'm a quadriplegic." So, you know, none of us wanted to ride. Yeah, none of us wanted to ride after that. We're like, "Oh shit, man," you know.
That is so wrong that they did that. Like, I mean, I don't mean like, I mean, bring, you know, somebody like that and traumatize the kids and like totally steer them away from motorbikes.
We're very young, we're very impressionable. To bring in a guy in a wheelchair scaring the shit out of us. And,
like, that's so stupid. I fully encourage, if a kid is showing interest in whatever, like anytime I'm out riding, and if a kid's like, if I ride by and the kid's like, you know, like gawking, staring, whatever, I'll do a U-turn and I'll come back and I'll let him blip the throttle a couple times.
Oh,
you know,
cool! Yeah.
I got a couple videos on, you know, I do that with kids, you know.
Oh, that's good. That's good. By the way, that's actually a Ferrari thing. Ferrari owners are encouraged, if someone goes like, "Hey," or they recognize your car, you should stop and just talk to them. Do you know what I mean? Because they may never get a Ferrari in their life, but it's like a brand thing, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's like a club. But yeah, it's like encourages a sport. You know, encourages motorsport.
Yeah, no, I fully believe in, you know, encourage, you know, start them young. That's, you know, the expression, right? So I mean, if a kid shows an interest like that or whatever, and they're like, you know, interested in motorbikes, dirt bikes, here, go ahead, man.
Because I asked, you know, I was young, right? I asked my parents, "Hey, can I go out to my friends' farms?" And they're like, "Oh, sure, you want to go out to the countryside?" And they go, "What do you want to do?" And I go, "Well, we want to go shooting and ride bikes." And they're like, "No. Do you know what I mean?" They're like, "No, you're not touching that shit." You know, so that's when
I'm just gonna go run in the hayfield.
Yeah, I should have just lied, but yeah, that's where the obsession came from. So, you know, from young, I was like, "No, you're not touching guns." And it's like, in adulthood, now I get to do what I want. You know?
Yeah.
kind of. So I chose shooting sports, obviously.
Yeah. No, dirt biking is a lot of fun, dude. A lot of fun.
I talk about it all the time because we're kids, and
Joseph's been trying to get him to get on a dirt bike, but
because they were kids, you know, we're all kids, and they come back to high school and like on Monday, "Hey man, I was on my dirt bike, I was doing pancakes," you know, whatever that is, you know, and yeah, they'll just talk about all the fun they had out on the farm. So yeah, it was just one of those things. But
we were out riding. I remember my buddy had a Suzuki 80. A Suzuki 80.
That's a kid's bike.
Yeah. Well, we were like 7 years old. Yeah, we were out running around. Yeah, we were like running around and just, you know, jumping, making jumps, and you know, we beat the hell out of that thing. We had a blast with it. You know, we had it for a couple of years. I mean, it wasn't new when he got it. It was kind of a piece of crap, but I mean, ran, and I mean, we got in wrecks and we wiped out. But yeah, it was a big bike to us when we were 7 years old. You know.
Oh, yeah. A 7-year-old with an 80, sure, man.
Yeah, that was a big old bike, man.
Yeah, dirt biking is a lot of fun. I love it.
Well, I think Rain Man. I don't know if you know your stuff. Marcos Highway to Aurora Boulevard to EDSA to Green Hills exit. Whatever. He's in the comments if you want to check that out, Corey. This channel is educational too. Yes, it is. Thank you very much. It is. Thank you. Tempted to get a CRF 250 rally in the Philippines. Yeah, man.
When I go back to the Philippines, I either want to get a bike, the same bike as this one, or I want a dirt bike, like a 450 dirt bike or something to ride around on.
Holy shit, have we been talking like 2 hours? Yeah, we have. We've been talking for like 2 hours. Long form, Joe Rogan style. Joe Rogan's cool. Yeah, Joe Rogan's cool.
Well,
and he wears a headset too. Sorry?
I said, well, you're cutting it off?
No, we don't have to. But I was going to say, yeah, if we can just keep going as long as you guys want. But I think 2 hours is pretty good. But if there's topics you guys want to chat about, let's just keep talking. It's cool.
Anyway, Jason in Missouri, if you got riding experience and stuff, don't get a CRF 250. That's not enough power. Get a 450, dude.
There you go. Listen to this guy.
Yeah, you'll be happy you did. Trust me, because that 250 is gonna be struggling.
That is actually a good point, because you'll struggle to overtake, you'll struggle to keep up with traffic.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying this the wrong way or meaning it the wrong way, but Jason in Missouri, he's not 110 pounds, right?
Okay.
So
good point.
The CRF 250, alone as a dirt bike, I mean, they don't have. I mean, they got power, but I mean,
that's a good point, because he's got a wife, so he might have his wife with him or his kid with him.
Oh yeah, then you need a 450.
All groceries home.
Yeah, man, I saw this in Thailand, and I wish I got on camera. Like, it was just one of those moments I had for myself. In Thailand, there was a lady on a scooter, and she had a pig. She had a pig, like a pig, P-I-G, pig. Yeah, on her lap, and she was holding the pig and riding the scooter, and the pig was holding the handlebars with its trots. And because of the wind, the pig, its mouth was going, like it looked like a comedy, man. It was just like amazing, and the pig was just like, But anyway, but yeah,
Jason in Missouri, yeah, the DSZ 400, that's more of a tank. That's a heavy bike. Like, I mean, I know somebody who has one of those, and he used to come dirt biking with us, and he'd do the jumps that we were doing, and his suspension would collapse the whole way. That's a tank of a bike. But yeah, they are good bikes. I mean, if you're doing a lot of endurance.
Oh, okay, yeah. He's made a good point. Maybe it's not available, and maybe just to get started, you'll try something else. By the way, Jerome Deschriver, Heckler und Koch. Jerome Deschriver. Yeah, thanks for joining us. He's awesome.
What happened to what?
What happened to Sestal? I don't know what happened to him.
How many people are watching now? How many people are watching
now? He's just busy with work, from the last I heard. Sorry, Scott?
Oh, I said how many people are watching now?
16. 16
oh, okay.
people live.
So coming in and off.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, says he's busy just working and focusing on his own business and stuff like that.
Cool.
So yeah. But he posted a couple of videos recently, I think. But I don't know. Yeah. I might have taken him down.
Just Jason, Missouri, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, that CRF, I seen your comment there. You just said he hasn't seen any decent mid-sized dual sports. But that CRF 250, it will work. But if you're planning on keeping the bike, I mean, you're going to work that motor, man. It's going to burn it out quick. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, Rain Man, it was probably one of those Vietnamese potbelly pigs that are kept as pets. Not really, because pigs are currency. Pigs are like good food, where you can trade them. So I think she was taking it to market, because we were heading towards market. And yeah, so she's probably going to sell it.
There's no law saying you can't train your food to ride a bike.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a little both. Maybe it was a half food.
Yeah, because it was small enough. It was a suckling pig. It was small enough to be on the scooter. Yeah. So maybe she was training it or fattening it up.
Might as well make it a pet until you know.
Yeah. No, yeah, exactly. They fatten them up and have a nice lechon, nice roast pig.
Lechon. I had lechon when I was in Philippines. Oh. I like that.
Yeah, no, it's the shit.
It wasn't. Fuck. Everybody says the lechon from Cebu,
right?
But
is the best one or something. I don't know. But
I went to one that Tony Bourdain. You know, Tony Bourdain did the. It was all right. You know, it was all right, but it was. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't like. I just happened to be there, and it said Tony had pictures of Tony Bourdain eating there and stuff, and I'm like, all right, I'll go in and have it. You know, like I'm here, I might as well. And it was good.
Just a roast pig.
It was really good, but it wasn't any more amazing than any other lechon I had.
Exactly. But there's some specific ones. Like the main thing with lechon is they rub soy sauce. I think that's with the Cebu one. Just so the skin's a bit browner and a bit more crispy. And there's other ones I've seen them. Like they cut open the pig and they put chickens inside.
What?
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, they put chickens and vegetables, like just green onions, and then so when they roast it, all the fat and juices go into the chickens. So
That sounds awesome. Now I want that chicken more than I want that pig.
Yeah. So and I'm pretty sure I tried it, but I wasn't sure. It's just a restaurant. They just chopped it for us.
That just sounds like bacon flavored chicken.
Yeah. Oh, it was just really moist. It was nice. It was just really moist. You got to put salt and pepper, and that was it. They didn't really season it. Do you know what I mean? It was just meat.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah,
I like
nice.
seasoning and spices and stuff and flavors, and I don't like bland.
Me too, man. No, that's what we were talking about earlier. I had Scotch fillet steaks, Australian beef, awesome for lunch, and I just put some garlic, and soy sauce, delicious.
S&P, the choice for me.
What else? I put some pepper and I put some chili, just to spice it up.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Yeah.
His name is Jerome the Writer. Jerome Dish Driver. Jerome the Writer. But Jerome, I think he's either German or Belgium, maybe Belgium. Anyway, yeah, good to hear from you, Jerome. It's like Steiermannlicher or Heckler und Koch, the accent. I had a friend in high school who had one of those Vietnamese potbelly pigs. Oh, I see. Right. We always joked with him that we should make lechon. Yeah, I would, man. But that's what pigs are for, What else we got?
You can make lechon. I'll take the bacon. I'm Canadian, so.
Yeah, Scott's quality. Scott's funny. Can you read the comments, Scott?
No, I want some bacon.
Okay. Yeah, people are saying nice things about you. Don't worry. So.
Which one?
But you got the comments.
Belgium. That's right. Yeah, you're Belgium. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Belgium make famous chocolate. You're famous for chocolate. What else? Fabrique Nationale, National Fabricators. FM Herzl.
What?
Fabrique Nationale. It just means National Fabricator or National Factory. Fabrique Nationale Herzl or FM.
I haven't traveled anywhere except for the Philippines once. That was it.
Okay. Glenn Wheeler. Hey, Glenn Wheeler. Awesome. Thanks for chiming in, man. I'm glad to hear from you. Good to hear from you. Glad to hear it. Anyway. Yeah, back to Philippines. So what else? We're talking about lechon.
I got a topic for Philippines.
Okay.
A big thing that I seen there, and I don't understand, and it still doesn't make sense to me, is at nighttime, vehicles driving around with no freaking lights on. What the hell?
Yeah, no, it's a weird thing. I think it's to save energy.
I've seen jeepneys, and they'll come by, they're totally blacked out, and then like a car's coming to cross or somebody's walking, and they'll flash the lights. It's like, dude, your lights are working. Why aren't they on? Like, I don't get it.
I think it's to save energy, save fuel, maybe.
Or their alternators going out. And they only got.
Even the trip that me and Joseph did through the Quezon province, that we went through the mountains and stuff. By the time we looped back and came back, it was dark. And dude, there was like bicycles, there was trikes, there was motorcycles with no lights, dude. And it's in the pitch black. Like we were riding, and then all of a sudden our headlights hit it. We're like, holy shit! Like somebody was there. Like, what's up with that?
I don't know. It is dangerous driving at night in the Philippines, especially in rural areas. It is.
We went through the mountains, dude. We went through. It's an area called Devil's Playground, okay? Because it's all twisties. And me and Joseph went through there at nighttime. We didn't have a choice. We had to get back. So I mean,
and people pass on blind corners. Buses will pass on blind corners with no lights, and you're coming down your lane, and no lights are coming right at you.
Yeah.
I saw some trucks racing, flatbed trucks. They were racing, right? And one of them flipped. This was in the province. This was in Negros, so outside of Dumaguete City. We were driving out, and one of them had flipped. And it's a flatbed truck. It's not cool, man. Like it flipped on a bend, and it was stuck because it was a flatbed. It was such a long truck. It was just stuck hanging off the rails.
Holy.
Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, and then there's another one upside down. Like it just flipped. It was a sugarcane truck, and all the sugarcane was everywhere. But
So
yeah,
do you have any answer or any knowledge of like why they drive around with no lights?
yeah, well, one guy suggested, Rain Man's got some good comments. It's so they save their headlights so they don't burn out, and they don't want to replace the headlights too much, or they just don't replace.
So they'd rather replace their head or their arm or something.
Correct. It's bro. I know people make fun, but it's why do you think I always have a flashlight? You know, like they don't care for illumination. They don't care for it.
It's crazy, man. I couldn't believe that shit when I was there. I was like, what the hell? Like, it was just so trippy to me. I mean, I guess, you know, like I never been there before, and like driving in North America all my life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's nighttime, it's dark, you put your lights on.
But that's what I mean. They don't like to maintain things, you know. It's just culturally, it's one of those things. Same with guns, man. It freaked me out because they don't clean their barrels internally, the bore. So what happens when you get a bore obstruction? The gun blows up, right?
Well, yeah, it's going to blow up in your hand, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's stupid. So they were like, look at this foreigner, foolish foreigner. And they go, we cleaned it. And what they meant was they cleaned the outside with a rag.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I looked inside and like I had a barrel that was clogged up, and I freaked out because I was like, this gun isn't shooting right. It was a handgun. I was like, it's not shooting right. I was like, no, something's wrong. So I inspected it later. I went, no wonder, it was all clogged up.
Yeah, you're lucky it didn't blow up in your hand.
Yeah, man. So that's what I mean. Yeah. So maintenance is another story. They don't like to maintain things, but your safety standard is your own, and you should just do it.
I just didn't get it, like, especially when we went through that area called Devil's Playground. I think it's Maritina Highway or something. I don't know. It's where all the motorcyclists go to ride because it's all twisties, right? And like I said, we came back and it was like pitch black, like and there's no street lights or anything. So.
Oh well, that's a funny story.
Huh?
That's at the start of season 4, my series, and we had to stop and refuel our car. We got a rental.
Oh, you went on Devil's Playground?
No, we went up to Sierra Madre, Mother Mountain.
I don't know that one.
That's near. Where is it near? It's near. Oh gosh, I forgot. But anyway, we went
on Joseph's channel. There's 4 videos on our ride because that ride was like 12 hours or something.
Was that long? Yeah.
Break it up.
So we drove out to outer Manila to the west side. I think the west side near the mountains, and so we did this road trip. We're coming back, and we needed fuel, and they call it like a soda bottle station. They've got Coca-Cola bottles with gasoline, with petrol. And we're like, we'll get a bottle of Coke and a bottle of Sprite. You know, they just laughed. You know, it's got gasoline inside. But and it was dark, and I had my flashlight. See, just a pen flashlight. It did the job, lit it up, got our fuel, got out of there.
The whole trip in Palawan was nothing but Coke bottles. I had to fill the whole bike up, the whole way up and the whole way back. And you did 1 liter at a time, 1 liter at a time.
Yeah, it was funny because when we were on that Quezon ride, I started getting low on fuel. Like, I think I had 2 bars on the digital gauge that were left, and so we were going, and like we didn't see any gas station for the hours. So we passed this one sorry store, and Joseph noticed the sign that said gas or something like that.
Yeah.
So we were almost like out of back to civilization and stuff, and so he stopped and he's like, you want to get gas there, or do you want to try and push it to fucking get to the gas station? I was like, all right, screw it, let's go, man. So we kept going, but we made it to the gas station. So.
But yeah, that's a good point. I guess because of the motorbike culture, or motorbikes and scooters, it's just more affordable to buy 1 liter at a time, you know. So.
Yeah, but I just didn't trust the gas there, right? I didn't trust the gas in a freaking pop bottle. I mean, mind you, at the same time, it was a brand new fucking bike, right? Like. It was
exactly. Like people talk bullcrap. Yeah, like Raymond saying a taxi driver in Manila told me the lane lines were only recommendations in the Philippines. They are not mandatory.
I joked with Joseph about that. I said, why the hell did they waste the money for the paint to put on the lines on the road? I go, nobody uses them.
The road rules are optional, or they may or may not be followed. But
that's getting back to Camote, like you could like wherever you can fit and go, you go. Like,
Actually, Scott, you've been to the Philippines last. What's the go with the new smoking policy? They're probably not enforcing it too hard.
No, they are. They are like, I mean, if you go to a bar, some of them have smoking rooms. Some of them have smoking rooms. They're not.
Okay, cool.
They say that like you're not even allowed to smoke on the street, but people are doing that. That's not a problem.
Yeah, you should be careful.
Yeah, but like in high society, I went in there. They were smoking in there. I mean, they were smoking, and but like certain other bars, you have to step outside, or they had a little smoking room. But they all had it. They all built it, and they had air conditioning. And
because I first experienced it in Davao City before it became a national thing.
Yeah,
and yeah, it was fine. You just went to a smoking area. Most restaurants or most hotels would have a smoking area. You just go smoke near the trash can and put your butts in the trash.
Yeah, that was something I didn't understand when I went to the Philippines. Like, I mean, then again, like I said before, I didn't know anything about it. So we're walking down the street and I just lit a smoke, and my Joseph, he's like, "You can't smoke here." I'm like, "What do you mean? We're walking down the street. What do you mean I can't smoke?" Like, it was confusing.
Like, I'm a badass. I don't give a shit.
I smoked anyways. I didn't, whatever. And then even one time I went to the mall with my wife, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm going outside for a smoke." She's like, "I don't know if there's a smoking area there." I'm like, "I don't give a shit. I'm going to have a smoke."
Yeah, I've even had smokes with cops and security guards. They said, as long as you're near a trash can, just don't throw your butts in the trash. I mean, on the street.
Oh, is that what it is?
Well, no, like I'm technically like, they could fine me or get me in trouble, but they was like, "Man, it's cool. Look, you're on vacation. Just smoke near the trash can."
Yeah, Joseph said he got a ticket once.
Oh, really?
Pick it up. Yeah.
How much?
I think he got a ticket, or the cop, or he talked his way out of it, or something. But the cop wanted to give him a ticket, or he got a ticket. I can't remember. Yeah. But he made him pick up the butt.
Yeah, so that's a big thing, guys. Just it depends on how you behave. If you behave nicely and respectfully, they'll probably let you off. But yeah, if you're acting like an asshole, they're like, "I know we're gonna make some money out of this guy," So.
Yeah, but even outside bus terminals, they got a little area now. I mean, they've got it. They are enforcing it. They're doing. It's way different from. I go every year, so I noticed a change. And in 1 year, it made a big change.
The only strictness is the airport. So if you're a smoker and you've just landed, go to the smoking area or just ask where the smoking area is.
It's funny you said that, because that's what I did. I got out of the airport, and then like the first little street. Well, it's not really a street, but whatever. I crossed there, and I was like, "Fuck, I want to smoke." So I had a smoke. And then I heard the whistle, right? And I was like, I didn't know, right? So I'm just standing there smoking, and I kept hearing this whistle, right? So I'm like turning around, going, "What the hell is this whistle?" It was a security guard, and he was blowing the whistle at me, and he started pointing, right? And I was like, "Me? Like, me?" He's like, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, over there." I was like, "Oh, okay, whatever." I didn't know.
No, I was the same. I already had like a cigarette out. I wanted to smoke, and I just asked around, and they said, "Oh, don't worry, sir. Just go down there, go into the smoking area. It's all good." And but just because it's an airport, they have to be a bit more formal, a bit more strict.
Yeah.
But man, I'll tell you a cool story. When I was in Davao City, their security is excellent. Like, you'll see guards with M16s and submachine guns. So a military team came in on dirt bikes, and they all had submachine guns on their chests, Colt 9mm, if you know. And they all started smoking. So they're all the same. They're hanging out with me in the smoking pit. We're having cigarettes. And I got out my camera and started taking pictures. And they all had handkerchiefs. They all had masks, and they all put them on. They go, "Hey, why are you taking photos?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm a tourist." And they're like, "Oh, okay. Well, have a good trip." But they go, they go, "Hey, mask." Everyone had to put their masks on. They don't want to be on camera. So it was just like threw their cigarettes and like put the masks on. But
speaking of M16s and stuff, that tripped me out. Like that same ride that I was talking about through Devil's Playground at nighttime, when we got back into a city, we hit a security checkpoint. I didn't know anything about it, right? And Joseph was ahead of me like this, so I seen him slow down, and he started pulling over, so I just stayed with him. And then when we got closer, then I seen all the guys. I don't know if they were police or military. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. All I seen was the friggin' M16 across the guy's chest, and him pointing at me, going like this. And I was like, "Oh, okay. You want me to go here? Sure, no problem, buddy."
Yeah, because for me it was actually my second trip, and I just kind of freaked. I was like, "Holy shit, they got so much security!" But because I didn't know much about Davao at the time, but Davao used to be a war zone. Davao used to be a really bad city, so Duterte cleaned it up, so that's why.
It's pretty good, I hear.
Yeah,
Man,
but like I said, I know somebody. I know a guy that's in. Well, actually, he's got he opened up a store, a vape store, actually.
Yeah, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you got a Canadian expat friend?
What?
Is he a Canadian?
No, he's Filipino.
Oh, right.
Brian.
He just opened a vape store. Okay.
Brian from Davao, shout out.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Oh, is he? No, he's not here. I still don't get the smoking laws. Some places told me. Okay, so for those who don't understand, formally it's a non-smoking country, meaning you're only supposed to smoke in designated areas. But in real life, you do what you can get away with. So if a cop says, yeah, it's cool, just smoke near the trash can, or if a restaurant says, yeah, just smoke out back, then go with the flow. You just go with the flow. So I would call it soft implementation.
We went out to dinner, me, Joseph, my wife, and Jinky, and so I was like, oh, I want to have a smoke before it. So Joseph was like, oh, okay, I know a spot from this mall. I can't remember what mall we were at. I think we were in the Green Hills area or somewhere around there. Anyways, he's like, oh, I know a spot we can go have a smoke. I was like, okay, cool. Dude, we were walking for like 5 minutes, man. I'm like, are you serious, man? Like, we got outside the mall, and I'm like pulling a cigarette. He's like, no, you can't smoke here. And I'm like, we're outside on the sidewalk. What do you mean you can't smoke here? But yeah, we walked for like 5 minutes, man. I was like, holy crap, if I knew it was that far, like,
they don't explain it. They go, oh, he's near. Don't worry, sir. Very near. And then it's like half an hour later, yeah.
Then we went to, me and my wife went to Mega Mall, and I wanted to have a smoke, and like to find the smoking room, it was like in the parking garage, and like there was only one smoking room for the whole Mega Mall. And it was like, oh my God, it was a mission just to get to it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If you can get away with it, like some places are cool, and like we're pretty non-smoking in Australia, but same. I've been to some hotels and restaurants. They're like, yeah, it's cool, just go out back or just go on the side. You know what I mean? It just depends on how you behave sometimes too. By the way, guys, I've got a good question, and also we might finish up soon.
Okay.
What is my favorite city in Philippines? So I'll give my top 5. I actually did this on a radio show, SBS Radio in Australia, SBS Filipino, and yeah, my top city would be Coron, just because it's a beautiful, tourist thing. You can do the island hopping.
Coron?
Coron, Palawan.
Oh, yeah.
Next would be Sagada. I really love Sagada because I'm into hiking in mountains, and that's a beautiful mountain province. And they've got awesome caving and spelunking. So I took this awesome 3-hour caving tour, and, we're swimming on ropes and Indiana Jones. It's really cool. What's another one?
Coron, isn't that the island that's like really hard or long to get to?
Well, okay, some people say that. It's got an airport. So the jerk off who said that obviously didn't use the aeroplane.
No, I've seen a couple of videos on YouTube, and all of them were like taking boats, and it was like a day and a half mission.
Oh, maybe El Nido. El Nido is a fishing village. That's near Coron, and that's 8 hours on a boat to get to El Nido from Coron. Yeah, and
I flew to Puerto Princesa and then rode a bike up to El Nido.
Okay, so, and how long did that take you? About 3-4 hours?
It was about well, I stopped off in Port Barton, which is an awesome town. Port Barton's awesome. That was about 8 hours, and then it was like another, I want to say it was another 4, because you had to go into Port Barton, and then you had to backtrack and go like 20 kilometers back out of Port Barton Road, and then it was like, and it's a really bad road. It's like a logging road, it's just all dirt and potholes. Right. They cleaned it up. I think it's a nice road now.
And also they got a fast ship now, so they got a fast ferry. If you ever have the chance, always get a fast ferry because boat travel is slow.
I think it's like 13 hours from Puerto Princesa by bike, but I mean, you were stopping and taking breaks and getting fuel, and you can't sit on a bike that long.
I don't think it's that long, man. You can get a car from Puerto Princesa to El Nido. I think 4 hours. I think.
Oh, sure, but if you're on a bike, you can't just sit on a bike that long and just ride. Right. You gotta take breaks and go and have lunch and whatever. If you just get in the car and go, you could be there in 6 hours. I think it's 6 hours, but they're hauling ass. They're going so far.
Yeah, just for the audience. And what else? Hold on. I think I got it written down. I know it sounds bad, but let me see. Anyway. Yeah, so what do I say? Quran. Sagada Mountain Province. So that's, I think, 12 hours above Manila. So it was a very long journey, very long, nasty bus ride. Like the bus had metal seats. So we were just like in pain, you know, by the time we got there. What else? Puerto Princesa. I like Puerto Princesa and the whole Honda Bay. They got lots of tours and cool stuff there. So there's 3. Dumaguete City, and not like I've got friends from Dumaguete City, Filipino friends. So the whole Philippines love affair came from that because they were encouraging me, hey, go to Philippines, go to Dumaguete. So I was like, yeah, okay. But Dumaguete's changed now. It's been overrun by foreigners because of all the vlogging and stuff going on there, including me. You know, people vlogging it and covering it so much. But Dumaguete City is a good base to go visit the other islands around, like Oslob and Sumilon and all these different places. And what's another one? I liked Dapitan. There's a theme park, a fantasy land. I liked it. They had 2 beauty pageants, so I was happy. But yeah. So those are my top cities for the guys who care. Dapitan, is in Zamboanga del Norte, which is North Mindanao. It's just a hop across the water from Dumaguete. So it's pretty safe. So, I mean, there's been some kidnappings and murders, but they've increased security, I think. What else? Yeah. Oh, and Davao City. Davao City was really nice and clean and safe.
And Porto Galera and around there is nice too. I like it there.
I did enjoy Porto Galera, and that's where we met.
And all the other ones you said. Port Barton also on Palawan, and those are all those. That's another good one. But there's
that's another practical thing. I really wanted to see Port Barton. I'd heard good things about it, so I knew about it.
I had a really good time there.
But locals wouldn't take us. We were in El Nido, and they wouldn't take us.
That's why I got to have a bike. There you go. You just go yourself. Yeah.
You know what? I think they were jealous. They didn't want to lose the tourist money. They're like, no, don't go there. We don't go there. No, don't go there. Like, no, we're not taking you. No. I was like, well, I'll pay you the money.
My little sleepy town. It's like very like the lights, the generator. It's the whole city is powered by a generator, and then like they turn it off at 7 p.m. There's no electricity. Yeah. There's no ATM also. If you go to Port Barton, there's no ATM in the whole city, or there wasn't when I went there. And so you have to bring the money you bring, or you don't have money. So, or you got to drive like 30 kilometers to go to the next ATM.
Yeah, that's a common problem.
30 hard kilometers.
Like, yeah, it's not uncommon for ATMs to run out of cash, especially in remote areas. So if you go to El Nido,
don't exist in that town.
Yeah, so if you go to El Nido, Coron, anything like that, you got to bring extra cash.
Bring extra cash. Yeah.
They will literally run out of cash at the ATM.
And they don't take American Express either. They don't take credit cards. They don't take sad stories.
They don't take sad stories. Wild card. I actually do like Angeles City, Pampanga. Angeles City.
You know what I don't understand though? You know what I don't understand? Like right now, I can take a credit card. I can take a credit card on my phone, right? And I mean, I would wonder why you wouldn't be able to. I mean, some foreigner would be smart and just say, "Hey, look, I can take credit cards. I can run your credit card." It tells you as long as you. They do have internet there. They do have internet in that town, so you have Wi-Fi. And not well. It's through the I'm sorry. They have cell service there, and you can get Wi-Fi through your cell. And it's like, why wouldn't somebody just have a little card reader? It's like, oh, I'm going to charge you 20% for money, but that's the going rate. You know, you can have a little business in like a little town like Port Barton and just, swipe somebody's credit card, and for, $100 US, you charge them 120 or give a really bad
exchange rate. I'm surprised more people haven't done it, but you know how it is, technology, brands.
Yeah, but hold on. Now, you being a foreigner, now imagine all other foreigners and there's some dude with his cell phone with a card reader on it. Are you gonna feel comfortable swiping your card?
Exactly.
It would be one of those things where like if you owned a hotel, or if you were endorsed by a hotel or something like that, where they're like, oh yeah, this guy's good. Like we have a guy, and you're just known. You'd have to build a reputation. But I mean, if there's only like 4 major hotels, and once they realize you're not a thief,
come on, you know how it is. You know how it is. They like the infrastructure. I'm not saying that disrespectfully. It's a developing country. Not every province is going to have that tech, and they won't support it. They won't even support it. So, but
I can make mine work. I can make mine work in America. Like I can make that card reader work from there, like with my account. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just to clarify for the guys, the reason why I like Angeles City in Pampanga is because there's really good. You know, we had a great time. We went to Sandbox, rode the UTVs, the side by side, the shooting range. You know, so
I scared a girl on a swing, on a big swing. I made a girl.
they have a giant swing.
That was awesome. Terrified.
They have a giant swing, like literally a huge giant swing. So yeah, it's a fun ride.
She's going, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. It was really funny. I got it on video.
The gun guys will get this. You know, I mean, there's a range there I like to go to, and they got full auto. So you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get to do a bit of that. But yeah, no, it's fun. And you know, we even have expat friends there, and you know, you can meet people.
It's more fun in the Philippines.
Yeah. All right, guys. Any last things? We're gonna finish up. We're gonna finish up. But
I'm done.
All right, cool. Thank you very much, everyone, for attending. Everyone in the comment section.
I appreciate it. That was fun.
Thank you, Scott, because I know it's late for you too.
I'm done. I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah. Oh, you're okay. All right, and thank you, Corey. So if you're into motorbikes, check out Corey's channel, and maybe Scott's got his new kit. Maybe he'll get onto YouTube one day as well.
Yeah, we'll see. Or I'll just bum off of your channel. I'll just hang out.
Yeah. You're a guest star.
I'm very comfortable being a sidekick.
You're a guest star. No, you're a guest star. And look, hey, you got so much travel experience, man. That's why it's awesome that you share it.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right.
I'm gonna hit the stop button.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, happy birthday, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. All right, see you later.
All right, so